Shout out to the sponsor, Tej Hanley. It's too early, but that's okay. My gym workout was phenomenal. Before I went home, I decided to stop over at my mother's house. I haven't seen my mother in 2 months. I know she's going to be very surprised to see me. I can't wait. What the? I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The first thing I noticed was this person's skin. What is going on? Uncomplicated, untreated skin? Who is this guy? I had to take a step back, but then I realized it was my brother. But look at his skin. Have you guys ever seen anything like that? I had to take a closer look and figure out what was going on. Best believe I curved up on it. Peep this. I'm still looking at his skin, trying to figure out how did we get here. I could do nothing but shake my head. He could definitely use my help. I had to get to the bottom of this. He definitely needed some game about his skin. I'm just staring at it, like looking at it. Come on, bro. I knew what to do. I had to reach in my bag and get that Tej Hanley. Uncomplicated skincare for men. Bro, this is why I'm excited to have Tej Hanley as a sponsor of today's video. They have helped me start and maintain my skincare routine by making the entire process uncomplicated. Honestly, it's the best skincare system for guys like you and me. I recommend you start with the level 1 system.
Which comes with all the basics.
A daily face wash to get rid of dirt and the grime in the skin. Two times per week, exfoliate the scrub to get rid of dead skin cells. An AM moisturizer SPF 20 because you should always be protecting your skin from the sun. And a PM moisturizer to help your skin stay hydrated throughout the night. My brother was so excited. My favorite part about Teach Hanley is that every box comes with an instruction card that tells you when to use each product, how much to use, and in what order. They really make the process of achieving and maintaining amazing skin easy. Shout out to Teach Hanley. And because Teach Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they offer my viewers a great deal. Just click the first link in the description, and not only will you get Teach Hanley for the best possible price, but they'll also give you a free gift with your first box. Click that link and get started today. Just $30. Feel the Teach. Let the Teach force be with you. That's right, family. Feel the Teach. Click that link in the description. It's go time. It's go time. It's go time, fam. Let's get them likes up. Welcome to King Talk. Going on, family. Welcome to King Talk. To introduce the crew, we got Mr. Let Go. We got Shannon Rawls, Dr. Humble Dad, Ricky Williams, at Cash App, Rashawn Ali, Brandon J. Madden, Chicago Rilla. Me and myself, I'm Lapeef Jr. Welcome to King Talk on the Lapeef Network. Yeah. What's up, Rashawn? What's up, son? You got that jacket on. It's cold over there.
It's free, bro. Tennessee, it's 48 degrees out here when I got off the plane. It's even colder tonight. I don't know what's going on in Nashville.
Okay. Yeah, you in that motel?
I'm at the I ain't gonna say where I'm at right at this point in time, but yeah, I'm at the Tully.
Is it a motel though? Is the question.
I mean, you know damn well I don't stay at no goddamn motel. You know better than that.
Man, just make sure you ain't over there with Young Buck and them, man. You in Cashville, Tennessee. Just make sure.
That gets I am nowhere near him, bro.
All right, man. Shout out to the Jeffrey Manor, man. What's up, my guy? What's up, boy?
What's happening with you, my guy?
Nah, G, I see you putting in work, giving us like that boxing science, you know what I'm saying? Breaking it down to the molecule, G.
Yeah, man. We doing what we do, how we do it, man. What's up with you, man? How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm maintaining. Y'all know this is my favorite day of the week. I've been missing y'all for the last couple of weeks, man.
Yep. Shout out to you, Rilla. Welcome back, man. Good to have you. Sorry, y'all. Just got a whole lot going on today. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get this show started. If you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Shout out to the sponsor, Teach Hanley. Feel it, Teach. Uncomplicated skincare for men. 30% off along with a free gift. Click that link that's in the description. That is the only way that you are getting your 30% off along with that free gift. So Feel it, Teach, family. Hit the like button if you haven't already. As I said before, Green Gang, Joe Lee. I see you, Marquise. SD, Catherine Forbes, Sugar Curl Salon is in the house. City Boy 313, Fish and Two Fit, Stephen Day. I think I named everybody. Yeah. Shout out all the Green Gang in the building. Shout out to my girl Kelly Convo. Say happy birthday to me. Today is my birthday. If you guys don't, well, not today. Tomorrow's my birthday.
Hey, man.
Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday, big dog.
Happy birthday.
Appreciate it.
Happy birthday, homie.
Huh?
What you sipping on?
I got some water, man. I'm keeping it light, man, because it's going to be a long next few days. So,
JR, I got you. I got you, JR. Oh, now I forgot we can't play this.
Yeah, you can't play that. You got to be careful with that.
Yeah. Don't worry, it was less than 10 seconds.
Okay. All right, well, there you go, man. Happy birthday to me, man. I turned 50. So the big 50.
You've been 50 already.
50.
What is going on?
Hey, JR been 50 for the last 2 years, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Hold on, JR 50? I thought he was turning 30.
Before, bro.
Nah, he been 50 for the last 2 years, man.
Nah, we know I boosted up 4 years, man. Well, 5 years. It'll be 4 years tomorrow. But
Really?
Big 5. Yeah, man. I've been out here.
Really
Man,
crack,
y'all better
man.
not believe nothing this brother saying right now. Y'all better relax.
That tease is really helping, bro. That tease make you look young, man.
Man, that tease, man. You gotta. I ain't even shaved yet, man. I still gotta shave when I get done, man. I still gotta shave and manscape.
JR, when the workout regimen coming out, bro? You been down, bro.
What the hell's going
Bro
on?
said he said, I'm gonna get some of that Jeremiah. Is what he said. He said, I want some of that Jeremiah. Birthday sex, birthdays.
Nah, man. Anyhow, man, I don't know what y'all heard, but I think my mic cracked a little bit. And y'all thought y'all heard something, but y'all really didn't hear it. Anyhow, let's get the likes up, family. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel as well. With that being said, let's go ahead and go. I'm going to celebrate this big 5. I can't wait, man. I feel like I'm 27 though. I feel like I'm 27. I know it's hard for Rashawn to believe, man, but man, don't worry about it. When you get the big 5, you'll be looking the same way too, brother. At least you still got your hair. So.
Right?
Yeah.
Unlike the man on top of me, always got something to say.
Yeah.
Like
what's so dope about having hair?
Pause. Bro? There's no man on top of you, bro. You in a whole hotel room talking about a man on top of you, bro. Pause.
I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming.
This man is in a hotel room talking about there's a man on top of him. Pause.
Hey, yo, listen, you know what's funny? Yo, messing around with Mr. Lego and SD, I normally have to watch what I say and use the term pause or right when I'm dealing with people in New York and New Jersey area. But now it's like I had to transition this thing that no matter where I go, you could be from Atlanta, Chicago. You got to say pause for every damn thing. Hey, yo, chill, man. Yo, Ricky, what's going on, beloved?
Humble guy, bro. I don't even know why you talking to that man, bro. You need to. I don't know.
Hey, JR, just real quick. Hey, for the chat. Listen, man, y'all slacking in your Mac and go ahead. Number 1, get them likes up. Number 2, send them birthday cash apps and super chats through right now. So we don't have to keep it to do this thing, man. Send them birthday super chats through right now.
Show some love to JR. Thank
you. I appreciate it, fellas. I appreciate it. Let's go to get this show started. I first got a little icebreaker. I'm gonna put this up. Something we kind of talked about a little bit, but according to this person right here, they said social media is so annoying because in real life, women date short men, men date women with no ass and titties. Women go 50-50. Men paying for rent and vacations, etc. People just argue for the sake of arguing online. What do you guys thoughts? You think there's some truth to this? You think everybody on the internet just be capping?
I think people project their frustrations and they project what they want. So yeah, I believe that it's all cap. But when you like on social media, you kind of like express either what you want or what you don't like. You're not really expressing what's going on in your life because that part you try to keep personal. So yeah, I think people express what they don't like and what they do like and not what they're actually living, because social media is like you're being social with other people. And usually you out at a party, you kind of like talk about other stuff. You ain't talking about yourself. You feel me? So that's how I look at it.
What's good, HD? I forgot to say what's up to my boy HD up there in the building.
What's up, homie?
Standing always crispy with it. You know what I'm saying? B man, what's happening with y'all, fellas? What's good, man?
What it do?
Man, I'm good, man. I can't complain, man.
Be good,
God
bro.
been good to me, man. Everything is I'm blessed and highly favored, man. Just keep on going.
You know, let the fellas know y'all appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all making a difference in somebody's life. You know what I'm saying? But the answer,
right, Rick.
To answer the question, I keep telling y'all they liars, bro. Like I'm getting tired of y'all, man. Like y'all need to stop proving me right. That's what y'all need to stop doing. Stop proving me correct, bro. They liars. Like I said, oh, you got to be this, you got to be this tall and this skinny to get married. Nah, man, ugly girls get married every day, B. You know what I'm saying? Right? You got to be this tall and have a 6-pack. Nah, bro, it's lames out here getting chicks every day, my guy. Social media, God, it's fantasy. Right? But you know, black people love being lied to, so you know, y'all think Wakanda real and shit. So
wow.
Rick coming with it.
He's starting early.
Black people.
I gotta say, no, you're right. You're right. I agree with you, Rick. I think it's a lot of capping. It's a lot of cap and crunch eaters out here. You know, folks out here saying that, you know, I wouldn't do this, I wouldn't do that. I mean, it's a whole lot. I just seen women do a whole lot of shit that they said they'll never do or they ain't never done. So, you know, I don't worry about it. You know, I think a little bit what Let Go was saying is that people express their emotions and how they feel, and people vent on social media or they talk about their ideal. But hell, most people ain't even living their ideal. They just want to be like, you know, whoever got the most likes, whoever has the most followers, and they just are enamored by them. So, yeah, reality check.
Hey, man, for me,
hey, it ain't none of them cashing it, Brandon. Ain't none of them cashing it.
For me, you get who you qualify for, period. If you're an average dude with average money, with average resources, with average conversation, you get who you qualify for. I'm not even going to flip this on the women. I'm talking like straight to the brothers. You get who you qualify for, period. All this conversation. The funny thing is, I've been in this space for like almost 2 years now. And the funny thing is, shout out to the keyboard warriors, man. Shout out to the Google gangsters, man. You could be whoever you want to be, man. You could be supercalifragilisticexpialidocious online, dope. Right? You done bagged all the honeys. You was the man. You was Al Bundy in high school. All that, man, you could do all that online in bed. But then when we meet up in real life, we see you Forrest Gump. You dig?
Is anybody talking about it in particular?
No.
Okay, I thought you were saying, man, yeah.
No. Honestly, man, I just listen, man. The funny thing is that the time that I've been off, I've been on, man. I've been working, but I also, I peep a lot of spaces, I peep a lot of conversations when I'm at work. I just see what's happening, and it's just like, man, it's crazy that we 2 years into these conversations and dudes are still out here running around talking about I'm the prize and I'm listening. No, bro, you get who you qualify for. It's why we continue to say, build yourself up, get your resources up, get your weight up, get your conversation up. You know what I'm saying? Get your vocabulary up. Add a word to your lexicon every day. Right? I just had somebody, shout out to El Guapo. He just added another word to my lexicon yesterday. Right? You get who you qualify for, period, point blank, end of sentence. That's it.
Okay. Shan? Like the hoodie, Shan.
Yeah, the hoodie is dope.
I only rock the dopest shit. I think it's true. Not to go against the grain of the brothers, but I think it's true. So if you look at the numbers, and since we're numbers people, more people are, what are the odds of you getting divorced if you get married today? Are the odds against you or for you? 30% of black men are married. Because then we got the pookies down there. Then we got the other 50% that's single. That means about half the motherfuckers don't have no woman or is out there playing the field. And of the 30% that's married, that don't mean that they all happily married. So let's just say on a good day, since 60% are getting divorced, 50% of that 30% that's married is miserable. So I don't want to remove the loud minority element of it, but people that are complaining are the ones that are not getting the results that they actually want in dating and mating. The ones that did give it a shot are being hurt. Men being hurt. Women are upset. So yeah, short dudes is getting married, and big girls is getting married, and broke niggas is getting married, and you know, all the people that, you know, and women with fake boobs and fake butts is getting married. We hear about it. It's happening. I'm not saying it's not happening. And I know that people are out there saying that they don't want that, but then if you peek behind the curtains, you'll be like, oh dog, you talking all that shit on social media, but look what you fucking with. I get that, but the reality is, and it kind of goes back to what a little bit of what Mr. Let Go is saying. People are complaining about what they would actually want and dealing with what they can. That's because people are settling, but it doesn't make the argument any less valid. Simply because a motherfucker is fucking with a chick that got 50 fucking bodies, and he's on the line saying, "I don't want to mess with a chick that got I ain't messing with no hoes. I ain't fucking with no sluts." But his girlfriend was a past slut. Doesn't mean that he would rather not have something else and that he can complain about it. He's just settling for that. It doesn't make the argument any less valid. And if you look at the nature of relationships, if you look at, some of us are lucky, right? And a lot of us are lucky because we're changing our mindsets, for the men particularly. But it doesn't mean that the people that's out there complaining are complaining just to be showboating and fronting. And they really want the shit that they're complaining about. I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think people are just accepting the reality. Is back to what Chicago said. They just taking what they can get. Now, they may not want to advertise what they can get. You know, everybody on Clubhouse is rich. Everybody makes makes $100,000. Everybody's a high value motherfucker on Clubhouse, and half the people on YouTube is, you know. So when you talk to, but then if you peel back, let me see your taxes. Let me see what you tell Uncle Sam. Oh, nigga, you made $38,000 last year. So I don't know, man. You know, I see the meme, and I see it's like, oh, you know, I get that, but I think the complaints are accurate, and it's bearing out in our neighborhoods and the people that we see and the people that we know. We're looking at somebody mentioned on Lapeef's Facebook group. For those that don't know, Lapeef Network has a Facebook group, very popular Facebook group. Everybody on Facebook should join that. Just search for Lapeef Network, and Rilla or JR will let you in if you pass the test. It's a private group. Somebody on there mentioned about women. No, a young lady came on there and said, my mother is 60 years old and she's single and miserable right now, and she needs a man. And it was a whole thread in there talking about that. And then I had wrote in there, I said, you know, when you look at your family, when you look at, you know, most of our mothers and aunties are single and sad. They ain't gonna tell you, you know, they cool. Hey, nephews, good to see you. They bring the potato salad to Thanksgiving and whatnot, but they go home alone. In the neighborhoods and all our families around us, we look at all these single motherfuckers that's getting, and nobody wants to die alone. Not a men don't, and neither do women.
Nope.
That's what's happening because we can't get our attitudes, and the synergy in the Black community particularly is off. So I don't think it's an invalid claim of what people are saying. I think people are settling for what they're getting, like Rilla said, but I think it's actually true that people are upset and complaining about and really feel the way they're feeling, or, you know, even this space that we're in right now wouldn't be as popular as it is. That's just what I think.
All right. Humble Dad, you there? Did you speak on it? Mr. Let Go, you spoke on it? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Let Go went first.
Yeah, I went first.
Sean spoke on it yet.
But I just see. I think it's harmless. You know, it's just people who just express themselves. They don't talk about themselves. They just express what they want and what they don't want, and that's what I think it is.
But the thing, though, here's the challenge that I find with that, though, is because, listen, man, in school, we may have all wanted the cheerleader. We may have all wanted the hot girl, the baddie, the this, the that, the third, whatever, whoop-de-woo. But you was also, as a man, cognizant of what you qualified for. So what I find a lot of times in these spaces, and not necessarily people that speak ad nauseum, about, the mate selection available, not necessarily the people that speak. Sometimes it's just the people in the comments that'll chime in and co-sign and this, that, and the third, but you ain't put in the work, fam. If you got her, you couldn't even afford her. And I'm not even talking about with resources. You're not even qualified to lead her, G. Where you leading her to? What's your vision? What's your plan? Where y'all at 5 years from now? You moving in with her, or she moving with you into what you built for y'all? Right? You 50-50? Or, and I don't even want to go into all that. I'm just saying, I just see a lot of dudes, because I don't even want to put this on the females, because this king talk, man. Like, I just be seeing dudes just complaining, bro, and the world doesn't care. I keep saying this, G. The world don't care. You ain't had your daddy wasn't there, your mama wasn't sugar honey iced tea, your grandma left you. You know what I'm saying? Your granddad wasn't there. The teacher told you wasn't gonna be nothing. You was working at McDonald's for 15 years and they just moved you up to fries. Nobody cares, fam.
Not to fries.
Nobody. You understand what I'm saying? No, B. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody cares. But you out here and you want the supermodel, you want the Brittany Renners or the IG or the top models or the OnlyFans models or whatever, fam. You don't qualify, fam. Like, man, I think Ricky be saying this, man. I listen, get with somebody that you like and they like you, and y'all could work that out. I think part of the problem is, Shan, too many people, and coming into this space, I do understand. I do think this is true, man. When I first came into this space and I started hearing this conversation around marriage being a business, I was like, oh, no, man, it's about happiness, man. It's about, saying you got to be happy. You got to be Frankie Beverly, happy feelings in the air. That's what it's about. Nah, fam, it's covenant. And covenant is an exchange. I don't necessarily think that marriage is about business, but I do think it's about covenant. And covenant is an exchange of strengths for weaknesses. It's a little bit different. And so if you don't qualify to exchange your strengths for her weakness, and if she can't bridge the gap where she's strong, where you're weak, fam, you got to figure that out, man. Because other than that, nobody cares. So keep getting online and crying about these unruly women and these psycho heifers and how they unruly and just don't want to submit and obey you. And man, go overseas. Go to Dominican. Go find you one of them in Sasua. Good luck, bro.
The way how I see this is all of them liars. Most of them, I should say. Have anybody on here, did anybody ever been in jail before? All right. You know how when you go in the building, right? And everybody in there was the illest nigga on the street. Yeah, I did this. Yeah, you know what I mean? I was moving. Everybody sold all of the biggest drugs. Everybody had, especially if you in there, you ain't got nobody from that block to verify nothing. They had the streets. Y'all had the streets, man. Everybody in there for, they were the toughest person in it. You telling your story inside med, the whole 9 yards, right? Everybody got a story. It's the same thing, the prison of social media. And it falls back on a plantation. They had to cope. When you went to another plantation, I was reading this book about a former slave. He was talking about how on the plantation, a new slave will come on the plantation and then talk about how much, this slave master ain't nothing because the last slave master that gave him the best clothes, he was living his life. He had the plantation on smash, in other words, right? And because you're not happy with your situation, and that transfer over into the prisons, and now it's transfer over into social media. People are in the prison, they're not coping or they're not happy with themselves. So when they come on here, they can be whoever they want to be. and they just lying. They fabricating things. It's the mindset. It's the same mindset that's going on from slavery, and it's the same mindset that's going on in 2022, bro. People are not happy with themselves, and so now they trying to cope with it. So they had the statistics. They say over 70% of people that's on Facebook are depressed. So they got to cope with the depression somehow. So they get on social media and start lying. It is what it is, man. So that's my take on it.
All right. Appreciate your take, sir. If you guys haven't already, make sure you hit the like button. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Shout out to the sponsor, Teej Hanley. Philly Teej, uncomplicated skincare for men. 30% off along with a free gift. That link is in the description. So make sure you guys click that link and Philly Teej. You guys want to make 50 look good, get that Teej.
Man, send them super chats through, man. All right, send that 50 ball of J50. Send that 50 ball.
Hey, Rick, we got super chats. Get on.
Facts.
Ed Hill, what's good? He said, happy B-Day, young mentor, fast liftery. What's up with you, Ed? Thanks for the super chat, bro. BZ, what's good, my boy? He said, happy birthday, JR. OG status is official.
Yes, sir.
Mr. in the green gang, appreciate you. Became a YouTube member. Marcus Evans, welcome back, Rilla. Kelly K, what's good, sis? Show some birthday love. Hit that cash app. $$ Lapeef, let's talk. By the way, he drinks Basil Hayden. You so bougie.
Man, that basil good, man. I always keep a bottom kind of low right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that basil. Appreciate all the birthday love, family. Again, make sure you hit the like button. At least hit the like button. That's all I'm requiring for you guys to do. Hit the like button. I'm a little bit humble, modest. It's kind of hard for me to sit there and ask for money. But it's working, though. It's working. Okay, yeah, you go ahead and do it for me.
It's okay. We'll jump it up for you, JR. Don't worry about it. Y'all come with them super chats. Y'all come with it. Y'all want to get some more of this great conversation, some more of this information that we dropping, these keys, these gems. Y'all drop it in the chat. Y'all go ahead and cash up my boy JR. It's his birthday.
Tomorrow the birthday.
Well, we
celebrate. It's your birthday. We celebrate.
It's like 1 hour from now, so you might as well say it's now.
It's 2 hours from me. I'm on Central Time, so it's 2 hours from me.
You've been rocking with this
guys over there.
With the young guy for the last 2 years and what he been cooking up over here on the network, man. Go ahead and send that 50 ball through, man.
Facts. JR, I appreciate you having me on here, man. It's a blessing to be back, man. Thank you so much.
Man, no problem. Same here, man. I'm glad to have you guys, man. So it's mutual.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and get it, man. We're going to talk about looking through a man's phone.
Don't let that phone wreck your home. So many times women want to find out, well, who's he talking to? What's he doing? Listen, if a man is a good provider and a good father, stop worrying about what he is doing. As my father once said, that if you go looking for trouble, you're going to find it. And then what you're going to do when you get a hold of it, take that extra time that you want to snoop and invest it in yourself. Go work out, work with your children, make your home a pleasant place for you to be and for your children to be. Listen, you cannot miss what you cannot measure. Stop going to look for trouble, because what you're going to do is you're going to give the keys to your kingdom to the outside woman. Let that cleanup woman stay out there. That's her job, to clean up the leftovers. But remember, what's on this phone can wreck your home. The choice is yours. Leave it alone.
All right. Well, you heard the lady. She said looking through a man's phone. Women shouldn't be doing, because once you go do it, you're gonna be looking for trouble. And
what you got, Shannon? What you got on it?
I heard no lies. I didn't hear no lies. I think one of the biggest hangups that Black women particularly have is about men cheating, and since they love to manifest shit, that manifest bull. That's one thing they goddamn is gonna manifest. They're gonna manifest a motherfucker, and they're gonna manifest a side chick that was never there. And so, and I think that's one of the biggest hangups that a lot of people have, and they're blocking their blessings. Because one, they don't understand the nature of men. Two, because they're creating problems that wasn't even there. And three, because they created a problem that wasn't there, what they feared the most came to pass. They created the shit. And now because you putting all that extra pressure on a brother, and you're not doing the things that you should be doing. You paying so much attention to what he's doing, and where's his phone, and did he put it upside down instead of face up, and is it on vibrate, and what's the code, and let me swipe, and how come you liked on her picture, and what you doing? They doing all that bullshit instead of concentrating on herself and becoming a wonderful fucking woman to him, to make him not want to go do that. She's pushing him to go out and do what she's worried about. I didn't hear no lies in what that lady said. So, one of the, I do not know why, infidelity or cheating or whatever is one of the biggest hangups for black women, when it's not, when black women cheat just as much as men. And in fact, if you're under 30 years old, you cheat more than black men. Let that shit go and concentrate on being a wonderful spouse, a wonderful woman. And then I think a lot of your problems would just disappear. But that's just me.
John, I got a question for you. Do you believe that once a cheater, always a cheater when it comes to a man?
No. You could be, no. I mean, that's how they say about alcoholics, right? Once you're an alcoholic, always an alcoholic, regardless of how long you've been sober. Once a drug addict, always a drug addict, no matter how long it's been since you got your last hit. If a dude cheated on his wife 30 years ago, the chances are he may still cheat 30 years later. Are you always a cheater? No, I think people make mistakes. I think people make mistakes. And I think even when it comes to cheating, it wouldn't be, remember, cheating is not what you're doing, it's how you did it. It's not that the term cheating is not what you did, it's how you did it. And you can not be a cheater if men would do one thing: be forthright and upfront, and tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and let the chips fall where they may. So the question is, are you a liar and always a liar? Are you a deceiver? Are you a betrayer and always a betrayer of your woman? Did you say are you the kind of guy that says you're not doing something and you are, and that's how you always going to be? I don't think so. I think men and women can reprogram themselves and become better and be, more forthright and upcoming about the kind of person that they are, and allow that other person to choose.
I think the problem with women always want to check a man's phone is because she is so afraid to be still. Most women are afraid to be still, afraid to be comfortable, afraid to be safe. They're so used to chaos where they expect it. So, of course he's cheating. Of course he's texting another woman. Because if he's not checking another woman, texting another woman, what's wrong with him? She's going to think something's wrong with him if he's not doing something that because women literally manifest what they're actually, women love to talk about manifestation. If a woman operates, and most women operate out of pure fear. I did a video the other day where I said women have no beliefs unless it's God and religious and stuff. But overall, women don't have beliefs. They just have fears. So they live out their fears. So of course he's cheating. Of course there's something in his phone. It has to be something in his phone because that's her reality. But why does she want to see? Because subconsciously she doesn't want to be there. She feels more comfortable being single, and because when she's single, she can do whatever she wants to do whenever she wants to do it. I think women check men's phone because they seek out the freedom of being single again. Because they're afraid of safety. They're afraid of security because they're not used to that feeling. So the feeling that they're not used to, that's supposed to make them less anxious, makes them more anxious. Therefore, they steady look for ways to actually get out of this safe, secure feeling that they're feeling that actually is making them feel unsafe.
Mr. Lego, you know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of the homeboy that we all know that lives in that thrives in poverty. Whenever anything good comes to his life, he throws a monkey wrench in that motherfucker to ruin it so he can go back to the fucking squalor that he's used to.
Yep. It's like the dope boy that got the Mercedes and he in the hood. He feels good to be in the hood with a Mercedes because everybody is like looking at him in a certain kind of way, like he's a god or whatever. But if he goes where other people have Mercedes at in a safe space, because of course the hood isn't safe, he isn't going to feel comfortable. He isn't going to feel safe because he's around people that are actually smarter than them.
Mm-hmm. So what he does is he gets in an argument. He fights his neighbors. He causes problems in the neighborhood, and then he goes back to the hood and say, "Yeah, fuck them niggas, they tripping."
Yep. Because he's always accepted in the hood
over there, because he the one caused the problem,
and he doesn't have to grow.
He needed an excuse to go back.
Yeah, and he doesn't have to grow when he's in the hood. He doesn't have to grow when he's in the hood. There's no accountability in the hood. But when he's out in the suburbs, he has to continue to grow. And the same thing with women. They are afraid of growth. They just want to just run around being stupid little children.
Hey yo, Shannon and Mr. Let Go, y'all never fails me, yo. The gaslighting right now is hilarious, yo. Yo, I love y'all for real. It's the gift that keeps giving. Hey yo, y'all. Hey, yo.
You do know nobody knows what the hell you're talking about, right?
I know. I'm about to explain. It's the gaslighting for me. It's really the gaslighting for me. I agree with Shannon.
Do you care to explain what the hell you're talking about?
Shannon at the end with the
we spoken that good.
Keeping it all the way 100.
That's what I'm saying, man. I'd be like, what is wrong with Rashawn? We sitting there talking. This nigga up here giggling. Like,
because
what
I see
bro?
The game that Shannon was just running on live, and the game that Mr. Let Go was just running, and y'all literally was talking, and y'all literally was talking. This is what we be saying to women all the time. The gaslight them when we.
Bro, can you stop babbling and explain what you're talking about?
Quiet, bro. I didn't interrupt you. Chill.
You interrupted me when you sitting there giggling like a little child while we sitting there talking.
Bro, because you was
unmuted.
Listen, you was already talking already. The gaslighting is real. Bro, damn. Bro.
Can you explain what you talking about instead of just saying the gaslight is real? What are you talking about?
You high.
This is shit I be talking about. What are you talking about, bro?
Hey, yo, I'm about to get to
I'm about to jump in.
I'm trying to figure out.
This nigga keep the gaslighting, bro. The gas, bro. Let's just go to somebody else and get your thoughts together, Rashawn. And let's just go to somebody else. Just don't worry about it. Just go ahead, Brandon.
This nigga
here, so
Rashawn, we gonna come back to you. Go ahead, Brandon.
Relax, bro.
No, you don't need to land your plane. You're doing the gaslight.
Yo,
go ahead, Brandon.
Listen, we just said last segment about lying. And then you come up here, Mr. Lego, in front of everybody, the listeners, and start lying. Bruh, you shouldn't be cheating at all. Can
anybody on the planet explain what the hell this nigga talking about?
Wait. You shouldn't be cheating at all. Stop trying to gaslight women and saying that, well, y'all want us to really cheat on y'all because this is what y'all like. Man, stop the shenanigans here, bro. It's pure gaslighting. And you're dead ass.
Not one person said that.
Yes, you did. You said,
Rashawn, are you slow or something?
Oh my God, bro.
Everybody raise their hand and
I have not cut
did me or Shannon say that?
I didn't mention Shannon. I
what
said
the hell are you talking about?
I said directly, Mr. Let Go. I didn't cut you off. Please show me the same respect that I give you, bro. All right, listen. At the end of the day, bro, stop up here trying to make it seem like it's the woman's fault for you cheating. Stop trying to make it seem like we don't supposed to be cheating at all. And listen, and no, to answer your question, JR, when you say if you once a cheater, always a cheater, no, because before I got married, I was cheating all the time. And when I got married, I never cheated. Never did. So I'm not going to say that. But listen, man, no, I don't think women should be going through the phone. But at the end of the day, love, if that's what makes you happy, I ain't doing nothing anyway. It doesn't even matter to me. It wouldn't even matter to me. But now the question would be, if you want to go through my phone, or now what, you don't trust me or something? So it's a way of and I listen, to settle your insecurities. I got you, but how much longer are we gonna be going through that? See, the thing about it is, we just need to stop. You just don't need to be cheating at all. And I'm just end it like that. And that's it, bro. Mr. Let Go, you got to stop this.
All right, go ahead, Brandon, because I don't know what the hell you talking about.
Gaslight was real, though. I ain't gonna hold you.
Go ahead, Brandon.
I don't know what situations you got going on in your life right now. But the gaslight was real.
Go ahead. We're just waiting for Brandon to talk.
So you landed your plane, Ali?
I landed.
Don't this nigga just be babbling, y'all? What?
Shit.
Raise your hand if Rashawn been babbling for the last 5 minutes. What the fuck is he talking about? Bro. This shit is sad, bro.
Yeah. So, anyways, I don't know what Rashawn was talking about, but I'm gonna kind of echo a little bit from Mr. Let Go and Shannon for real. There's a lot of thing about what I've learned about women is that there's a lot of women love drama. You know, there's a reason why a lot of women love those murder mystery movies and TV shows and documentaries and that kind of stuff, is because they constantly have to be on this drama-filled roller coaster going up and down, up and down. Women love excitement. Women don't like to be bored. Women need to be in a constant, you know, what's happening next? What's going next? What's about to happen next? Because a lot of times women are they're mostly in survival mode the majority of the time. And when things start to get comfortable, when things are going good, when they're like, man, I think I could see myself here for a while. And then it's like, wait, something's got to be wrong, because I cannot fully let my guard down, because I will get hurt some way, somehow, because I've always gotten hurt. And I tend to attract these guys who might be the top 20%, 10% of guys, because I'm attractive and everything. And, you know, these guys got a lot going on. There's other women that like them. You know, they attract other people. They got a lot going on. They got a little money. You know, the reason why I like them, because other bitches wanted them too. So there must be some other chicks in the background somewhere, you know, which is one of the reasons why I'm attracted to him. So when it comes to going through the phone, I think the lady in the clip was absolutely correct. You know, depending upon if you're just dating somebody, depending upon if you're engaged to somebody, or depending upon if you're married to somebody, there's different levels to it. There's different levels to their comfortability. There's different levels to, you know, what they're willing to give up, because you got some married women that have kids and that kind of stuff with the man. You know, there's some that are just dating, and there's some that don't have much attachment at all. But there's something in them that I believe that's gotta, until they mature past a particular level, that's gotta be self-destructive some way, somehow. You know, and as men, we have to be in that place of, this is someone that we want, or someone we want to keep, or this is somebody that's kind of proven themselves in other ways, or this is someone you want to keep around. We got to check that shit. We have to find a way to check that shit, and also have a way of keeping them, putting them in a place to where they feel comfortable enough that, like, I'm not going anywhere right now, as long as you keep up with A, B, C, and D. You know, what I've learned is that you got to keep them on their toes as much as possible, because if you keep them guessing, that's a good thing. because that means they stay interested. But if they're in a place to where they really don't know how you feel about anything, then they do start backing away. They need to know that there's some level of buy-in some way, somehow. If they're not feeling that. And another thing too, if you're being too damn sloppy, if you are doing some dirt and just don't give a shit, then they're definitely going to see that and they're going to get the picture. And if you are doing some dirt, at least act like you give a damn and at least do everything you can to cover it up so that you know, make them feel like it's you care. So that's what I got to say about that.
Having an anxious woman is like having a pet deer. That is never going to stop running around and bumping into walls and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like fucking crazy. But that's an anxious woman. They ain't never going to be able to sit down and just chill out and just be happy.
I mean,
real quick. I know we're going to Ricky. Ricky, let me recalibrate Rashawn real quick on what he was saying. What he was saying, we were gaslighting. Rashawn, you're absolutely right. Nobody should be cheating. Cheating is wrong. Cheating is the act of what I think I was clear. I thought I was clear, but cheating is how you do it, not what you're doing. Right? Men shouldn't be cheating. Women shouldn't be cheating. High value men that can exercise options shouldn't be cheating. And if we gave that impression, let me be clear. Brandon came in and said women love drama. That was the gist of what Mr. Let Go was saying. Me too, but you guys were going back and forth. That was the gist of what he was saying. Women love drama, and they love drama so much, Rashawn, that they will create something out of nothing. They will conjure up. Women often prefer to thrive in chaos. That's why they love reality TV show. They want to live their own version of Real Housewives. And because of that, whether a guy is cheating or not, oftentimes not, they'll cause problems because he wants to check his phone, and that adds extra stress on him in his day-to-day life because he has a woman that's so insecure and loves so much drama in her life and comes from such an environment where it got to be some problems and loves to watch fucking Real Housewives of this, and it's always some bullshit, and got to watch daytime soap operas, fucking Days of Our Lives and As the World Turns and General Hospital, all the chaos and drama, Lifetime TV, that they create that shit at home, even when a brother's not doing nothing. And now because she's doing that, she's created a problem. That's the whole manifesting part that we were talking about. So I just want to be clear, Rashawn, we wasn't gaslighting. We're not out here saying men is cheating and women, we want y'all love it when we cheat. Y'all know y'all like that when we do that. No, that's not what we were saying. Nothing like that. We were basically saying that women loves, chaos is almost a part of their makeup.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's did Rashawn actually incite drama just like we was talking about women be doing?
Hold on, y'all. We gotta let Ricky get in there.
Wait, is y'all gonna make me go behind Ricky?
Yeah, we gotta let Ricky get in there, y'all.
No, don't make me go behind Ricky though.
I just want to be all right, really, man. You
pause.
I just wanted to
Rashawn trying to incite drama.
Listen, Shannon, I just wanted to say it was the part where you say, and I got the drama part, but it was the part, and Mr. Let Go agree with you, is when you said that, a man ain't got to be doing nothing, but because you manifest it until he start doing something. When you was like, because she meant, that's gaslighting. You're saying like, which is what we say to women all the time. Before I wasn't cheating before, but you kept on.
But didn't nobody say that? Didn't nobody say that, bro?
Be quiet, Mr. Let Go. Dang, that's what he did because he said she manifested it. What are you talking about? Manifesting means something happened. What are you talking about? So at the end of the day, that's the part that I was talking about the gaslighting part. But now, as you went back and you went to go explain, you cleared it up a little bit more. But when you said that, we that's what men be saying to chicks. I wasn't cheating before, but you come and I might as well do it since you're gonna keep blaming me. Like that's gaslighting.
Well, what they're doing is that they're creating an issue to where you're getting to the point to where, you know what, since she's so insecure because she's so, broken in this sense, and she has to bug me all day and all night long. This is what I got from it, Shannon, was that now I am kind of looking at other chicks because you're driving me crazy and you push me to the brink to where I don't even know if I want your ass anymore. So yeah,
Nah,
what
bro.
happens, man.
Nah, good.
We need it. Listen, I was gonna do that shit anyway. You just gave me a reason to exercise that option. I'm gonna hit the nuke button.
Yeah,
that's the truth.
And what I'm saying is that I'm all for I'm all for
and
exercising
listen,
options.
and
I'm
let's
all
gonna keep it a
for
bean
making
if this
that
gonna be king talk.
clear.
Wait, but let's keep it a bean if this gonna be king talk, right? Because it's easy to say, and I hear what all the brothers are saying with what the women do, whoop de whoop, blah blah blah. You keep this shit right here on the brothers, fam. Real spill. Listen, out the gate, Shannon, I agree with you. We talk about this often. It's not cool for you to mislead any woman. You build yourself up to the best man you supposed to be. You tell her this is what it is. If you want to deal with multiple women, then you deal with multiple women. But okay, listen. When we swap stories, when we in the barbershop and we swapping stories, man, please raise your hand on this panel if you saying for the whole existence of your life you've been macking or you ain't been macking, because that's part manipulation. You didn't mac. You told women all your life up front what's what, and they was either gonna get down or lay down. You ain't never manipulated them. You ain't never told them you was only about them while you was dealing with this one over here, whoop-de-whoop, blase split. I'm so glad I am out of this dating shit with y'all niggas in 2022 and 2023. I ain't never leaving my woman. I ain't never cheating on her. I'm a simp on her for infinity. I give a fuck what any of you goofballs in the comments motherfucking say. You know why? Because one of the first real conversations that we had, man, I don't have a lock on my phone. People say slick stuff all the time because they like, man, you got all your this, that, and third whoopty woo, and that's a fact. I got all whatever. I don't have a lock on my phone. So when me and my girl first started having real conversations, one of the first conversations that we had was like, you through? Because when you get to a certain age, you like, okay, are you still on dumb shit? Like you still out here doing whoopty woo? You selling wolf tickets or no? Nah, man, I'm done. Okay, you done? Yeah, I'm done. Okay, let me see your phone. That's one of the first real conversations. Now, she got a lock on her phone. Gave me the code. I don't even remember the shit, fam. And you know what she told me? And let me put you niggas up on game. Some of you goofy niggas. What women do is they look at your pattern, goofy nigga. When your pattern switch up, they know something off. That's one of the first things my girl told me. She was like, yo, your pattern switching up, fam. What's up? Now, I ain't gonna go into detail on here because I've told my whole story about going from Georgia to Detroit, getting with Boo Thang, coming to Chicago, this, that, and the third, whoop-de-whoop. She told me flat out, your pattern switching up. What's up? I pay attention to that shit. What's up, my nigga? Nothing. We had to have that come to Jesus conversation. We had that conversation and we ironed everything out, right? So it's not always that she going out looking for something and manifesting something. I'm not coming against Shan, let go. I fuck with y'all, 7 ways to Sunday, but I'm not coming at y'all with that. But sometimes, like, we got to keep it a bean, fam. Like, that is one part of the equation, and then it is some dudes that's out here that's not being 100%. And at that time, I was still maneuvering through some stuff. Me personally, I was maneuvering through some stuff that I thought I had dealt with, and I wasn't fully finished dealing with, and I had to clean that shit up. And she didn't go through my phone. She didn't violate my privacy or anything like that. But what I'm saying is, like, man, we got to keep it a bean, fam. Dudes don't be out here being like all honest and open with women and saying, this is what I'm on. This is how I'm maneuvering such and so. These females, a lot of these females that's 10 toes down and that's really invested in you, man, they paying attention, G. When they, nigga, if they are that involved with you that they know how to lay your outfit out for the next day that you going to work, or they know how to lay your outfit out for how when y'all going out, y'all finna hit a 2-step, y'all finna hit the lounge, they know how to lay your outfit out, or they know how to lay your breakfast out, lunch or dinner out, know how to make your smoothie, nigga, they pay attention to you. They know your movement. So when you move different, guess what? They move different. They paying attention to all that shit, fam.
Really, sometimes you just be tired, bro.
That's real. That's real.
Sometimes you do be tired. When you go through your phone, you be tied up.
Man,
go ahead, Ricky. Go ahead, man. I ain't want to have to go behind.
I wasn't talking about me, real.
Right. My bad.
Go ahead, Ricky.
Yeah, I don't have no lock on my phone for what? Go through it. I don't care. You see what I'm saying? We call it manipulating. I just call that you was lying. You know what I'm saying? You lied to that girl and she believed you. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no manipulation, bro. She believed you, right? And let's keep it a bean with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only way a dude really, and this is just the truth, especially now with the phone shit, bro. You got every single phone that got thought protection on it, bro. You put one finger on it, it give you one profile. You put another finger on it, give you another profile, right? So the only way you're going to find out is if he really wanted you to find out and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That intuition, like, and I just look at it like this. I don't care what nobody say, bro. Each person in a relationship know if they slacking off on something. You know if you fucking up, right? So that intuition 9 times out of 10 is like what Rilla said. You see that man pattern switching up, right? Right? The same reason if a man, you looking in your girl phone, you see something different. It ain't what it was, right? But this the question for me. You know, this the thing for me, right? You say women love drama. I don't. Right? So I shut that shit down. Give me your phone. Here you go. It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I am a firm believer in not making problems of I don't make problems where there are none. Right? So again, we got to address the real problem. Let's say a man is moving it correctly and a girl tripping about allowing her to go through his phone and he go and she whatever, right? Then there's something wrong with her. That's where the questions need to lie. Right? What you own, and why would you entertain a woman like that you with that you don't even trust, that don't even trust you? Again, it's about what you choosing. You choosing. I shouldn't have to go through your phone. You shouldn't have to go through my phone, but if you want to, here you go. It's about trust. And why are y'all with people you don't trust? That makes no sense to me whatsoever. Right? It's stupid to me. Supposed to be grown out in these streets. That's all I get.
All right.
Wait, let me say this though. Ricky, how we gonna be grown when all the media, all these rap artists, all these everything we see tell us, you know, fuck nigga free, hot girl summer, you know what I'm saying? Suck, fuck, touch, get whatever you want. But then you still supposed to be monogamous and only loyal to me.
I don't, again, why you listen to somebody who ain't got shit to do with your life? That shit goofy. Like, I keep trying to tell y'all gonna stop proving me right, bro. Y'all know these people not y'all leaders, bro, but still y'all use them at every excuse when something go wrong with or some shit you want to do, bro. You did that. Sis, you did that. These people play no part in your life unless you allow them to. And if you allow them to, that let me know something about you. Your mental is shaky. Right? Something wrong with your medulla oblongata. You know what I'm saying? You can't think for yourself. Right? I don't get y'all, bro. This shit is weird to me. Like, it's so simple. It's hard for people to grasp. Right? Because again, you coming out and thinking for yourself, you don't got no more excuses. You can't put that bag on nobody else. This your suitcase, God. Like I said, we talk about accountability, but a lot of people not accountable. A lot of people not accountable. You say you are, but you're not. But that's whatever.
All right. If you guys are just tuning in, welcome to King Talk. Make sure you get the likes up. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Shout out to the sponsor, Teej Hanley again, Philly Teej, uncomplicated skincare for men. That link is in the description. 30% off along with a free gift. So go over there and fill a Teej. Super chats, Ricky.
Gotcha. You on the job.
Ricky.
Kelly Combos again. You got some money, Kelly. You got some money.
Oh, we read that one already.
Oh, yeah. One. My bad.
Yeah, bad. Here we go.
Onyx Monopoly. Hey, Shannon. It's your girl, dog. Onyx Monopoly. Hello, panel and chat. Happy birthday. If you feel the need to check your phone, I'm out. P.S. Hi, Shannon.
Oh, Shannon.
She got some money.
Donna is 1909. Could you play part 2 of her part 1? No. You got to pay more than $2 for that, Adonis. Big Hand 11, 20 ball. Appreciate you. Blessed future birthday, JR. I think that peace and quiet is like kryptonite to a mentally incomplete female, in my opinion. And male, sir. And male. In this lobby, the Euros. That's that UK money, bro. I thought this was a men's panel. Rashawn with the drama, laughing my ass off.
Spell my name right first.
Sir Rashad Ali, 20 ball. Happy birthday anniversary, birth anniversary, JR, because he don't say birthday, you know, it's your born day, right?
I appreciate that.
Hey, shout out to Rashawn with the damn Carl Thomas trophy and that bitch, man.
You ever met her?
No, he hit him with that I knew you win. I'm trying. My heart is slowly dying.
Oh man. And really, you sing that passionate, brother.
Yeah. Oh man, I did my thing at Corliss a time or two.
Tell me what you want. Yeah. All right, here we go, man. Should the man be able to discipline the woman's children?
Check this out, right? Say we get married. You want me to love your children like they're my own, right? Right? You'd want me to care for your children like they're my own. And I'm pretty sure you would. Like, that's a fair ask. And you'd probably want me to provide for your children like they're my own. And you probably want me to protect your children like they're my own, right? Right? I get it. That's a fair ask. But let me ask you a question. Will you allow me to discipline your children like they're my own? Yo, this is where the rubber meets the road. So did you know that 60 to 70% of marriages involving children from a previous relationship fail? So think about it like this, right? If we both had kids together, I don't really have to ask permission to discipline the kids how I see fit. Why? Because they're my children too. But if we come into this and it's a blended family situation and you have kids, now I have to get permission. And the thing is, you may not agree with my disciplinary style. And we wonder why a lot of men don't want to enter into relationships with single mothers, because they know that they will not be able to treat that child in some areas like they are their own kids. And they'd rather not deal with the conflict and the confusion that comes with that. So look, like, here's my question. Do you trust my judgment when it comes to not only loving your kid, not only caring for your kid, not only protecting your kid, not only providing for your kid? Do you trust my judgment when it comes to disciplining your child? And if you don't trust my judgment, I gotta ask, why are we even talking about marriage in the first place if I cannot discipline your child like they're my own?
All right. Great conversation, fellas. Should a man be able to discipline the woman's children? What do you guys thought?
Yes, he should be able to discipline the woman's children and her.
No, it depends on the situation. I got 3 daughters. No man is putting their goddamn hands on my daughters.
Hey, Ali, I don't think he was finished.
Discipline.
Oh, my fault, Ricky. Go ahead.
No, Ricky went on mute, but Ali, the question is discipline, not put hands on.
Listen again. But discipline. How far? Because discipline is ass whooping. Still, some people believe in giving.
It depends on the family system.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. So all
necessary, Rashawn. Because if that's the case, come get your children.
Right.
One,
It depends.
no,
Why your children don't just live with you, and then you ain't got to worry about that, Rashawn, right?
Yeah, well, I do have residential custody of my children. So at the end
I'm
of the
just saying,
day,
then you won't have to worry about no dude doing that, though.
no, listen. When you get, I think that, see, I think a lot of times a lot of men acting off of women who the father is not probably in that child's life. But do you know how to have a blended family when the father is actually an actual father in that child's life? It's a little difference. So I think for me, you know, no man is putting their hands on my children. That's just not gonna happen. And then I allow y'all to state your opinion, and I'll go into why later.
In almost every relationship, I take over the whole goddamn family. So, my situation may be different. I'm talking to mama. I'm talking to daddy. I'm doing everything. So I'm not disciplining everybody, but everybody is going to be up under my system. The children, the mama, daddy, the everybody. I take over the whole goddamn family. So, one, I'm going to find out what the actual family system is, because I'm going to talk to the mama and daddy, not just the woman, and find out how they've been operating throughout the years before I got there. I'm going to talk to the baby daddy. I dated a woman that me and the baby daddy was cool. And so I just don't have those issues personally, because I communicate with everybody in the family that actually cares about the family. I'm not gonna say all, but the majority of my exes, I know auntie, brother, cousin, just all these other people that ain't even in the household. So once you get an understanding of how the family system runs, you now get an understanding of what the children are used to when it comes to discipline, and you just act accordingly. And they adopt your family system, but it's going to be kind of like what they already are used to. So when it comes to disciplining the child, yeah, I'm going to discipline the child. What the hell you got me here for? Now, am I going to whoop the child? No. But if the family system was whoop the child, then the answer would be yes. So it depends on what is going on in the family already, and I'll act accordingly.
So let me just say this real quick, fam, and I'll try and land it in like 180 seconds. Real talk. You know, my dad, my biological father, was not in my life. I didn't grow up with my biological father. I count on one hand how many times I saw him. Okay, my stepdad, who I've waxed poetic on this platform in particular multiple times about, Michael McNulty. I love that man. That's the only person that ever administered corporal punishment. And when he said this is gonna hurt me more than it hurt you, and I'm talking about, we was in Cabrini Green, 911 North Hudson. I remember the building, I remember the floor we was on, I remember exactly when he used to have that paddle to my butt for acting out of order. Shout out to you, Trill. You know, when he said this is gonna hurt me more than it hurt you, I knew he wasn't doing it from a place of anger. I knew he wasn't doing it because he had a long day working at Dominic's, had a long day working at AT&T, and because the white man punished him, he was coming home to punish me. He did it because I was literally showing out, got a bad report from my mama, and he was trying to get me in line so I wouldn't fall victim to all the miscreants that was out there running around in Cabrini Green at that time. Right? So in that situation, the only woman that I've ever dealt with, the mother of my daughter, she had kids, and it kind of bugged me out when we got together. She was like, their father was still active in their life to a degree, and she was like, no, you can't administer corporal punishment. Okay, is what it is. We, needless to say, we didn't last, but we birthed a daughter out of that. And the bottom line for me, like if I had it to do over, man, I would have I would have ran 85 north from that situation when it was, hey, you can't discipline these boys, because it was 2 boys that I was coming into. You can't discipline these boys. Now, needless to say, they stand up gentlemen. These boys, I'm super duper proud of them. They military men. They doing their thing. They dope. And the impact that I had in their life for the time that I was with them is what it is. But at the same time, if you're asking me to take on these responsibilities, you know what I'm saying? And I get it. If they dad was, that impactful, then y'all will be together. But if you're asking me to take on this, that, and the third for them, then I'm going to need to have some say-so in that regard.
And this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this, right? You can't pick what you want off the plate, bro. Right? And I understand what everybody's saying, girlfriend or boyfriend, right? You shouldn't have every dude you with or every girl you with discipline your children. That's a you problem. You see what I'm saying? But if I'm in this for the long haul, I'd have married this wife. I could discipline her children the same way she could discipline mine. Right? If that's not the case, bro, come get your kids. Come get them. And I'm not talking about for a weekend visit. I'm saying come get your shorties, dog. Right? You can't pick what you want off the plate. And again, discipline is not whooping. Discipline is correction.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So like I said, you should be able to discipline your wife. She should be open for correction. You should be able to discipline them children. They should be open for correction. Hell, you should be open for correction.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But that's the problem with us, man. You can't sit up there and no matter what y'all say, no matter how it happened, dip out on your family and then try to hold reign over something you ain't taking care of. If that's the case, that's your girl. Come get your girl, dog. Come get her. As a matter of fact, I'll drop her off. Where you at? That's a different conversation, right? Right? You can't protect what you can't control. If you want to protect it, get that ass over here and control it. That mean your baby mama, that mean these kids, that mean this mortgage, that mean them car payments, that mean them jets, the goddamn gymnastic bills, them goddamn pee-wee bills, all that shit, bruh. Because that's what I'm doing. So how the fuck you gonna try to control what the fuck I'm doing over here?
I agree with
what he said.
And he said what he said, right? Listen, I agree with the correction part. That's why I started off being clear. Beating is one thing, because some people, Ricky, some people go to as discipline isn't just beating correction in the form of having conversation, the whole 9 yards. It's also in the form of putting their hands on your children. Now, mind you, some people aren't good in relationships, but they are good parents. Right. And when I say good parents, in other words, they in the lives of their children. See, my situation is like this. My ex-wife, we're not together. She has another child and she's engaged now. I don't have those issues. My daughters already know you always in line for correction. It doesn't matter who the correction come from. If you out of pocket and somebody's giving you correction, then if somebody got to come call me about anything about you being out of pocket, I'm going to deal with you as well. And I better not get a phone call saying that you've been disrespectful or any shape, form, or fashion. Be obedient. I got obedient children. I don't have children running around disrespecting adults. I just don't have, it's a standard that's set. And you had a communication or have a conversation with the person who what real men do. Hey, yo, listen, he understands your mindset in the direction how you raising your child, right? And I understand how you the direction of how you running your household, right? And then as I know the rules that you have set in the direction, I communicate. Listen, as long as if it's something that's too obviously extreme, which normally is never the really extreme. People just want obedient people and follow direction, right? So as long as it's in the line, and listen, if he got to call me about anything, if he's telling me that you out of pocket or anything, it's going to be a problem, and he has the right to correct you. But when it comes to physical, that's never going to happen.
But Ali, my question, I would question you. Why do we always equate discipline with physical?
Because where I come from, right? I got my ass whooped when I was growing up. That was discipline.
Me too.
Right? And some of that was, a lot of it was needed. All right. At the end of the day.
Okay.
In my humble opinion, right? I mean, shit, if I'm 12 years old, breaking in people's houses and shit like that, that was ass whooping. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. But a lot of us, let's be clear here, you know, let's not make it seem like black people, us as a people as a whole, don't believe in, ass whoopings is off the table. Most of us got our ass whooped. And some of us are getting our ass whooped, or some children are still getting ass whooped today. So that's the reason why.
Ali.
Shit, I don't know where. Well, you in Chicago?
Whoopings don't really happen no more, bro. It's not really.
You listen.
It definitely happened.
Ali. I mean, and I feel you. Listen, I hear you. You know, I'm a man about mine too. But once
and I'm not saying anything, mind you, I'm not against. Let's be clear here.
No.
We're just saying that doesn't. You're bringing up a fear that isn't even there.
It doesn't happen like that as much anymore. Corporal punishment does not happen like that in households as much anymore. Right. Especially when you got kids who can emancipate themselves or call defects themselves, right? When you got government daddy involved, and you know they can come in and be security and bully and all that. Anyway, I'm just saying it doesn't happen as much anymore. But I'm not trying to belabor the point, bro. My bad.
Right. There's a book called Conscious Parenting that really changed my whole outlook on dealing with children. There's never a reason to beat a child. It's actually just stupid. And I'm glad, that's one of the things that I'm glad about this new generation. They don't believe in that shit. It's just stupid. But the people that do still do this, because it is a group of people, and that's the moms, but we're not talking about the women, and they do it in an abusive nature. But fathers aren't whooping their kids no more. That's one group that just don't do it no more. You know what I mean? But some of these moms, they still beating their kids. But we talking about the father, a man coming in or whatever. But the fathers ain't really doing that stuff, because at the end of the day, a lot of these kids ain't used to no father. So when a man comes in the house, shit, the child is happy to finally have a damn father figure. So the child ain't really trying to act up, because they happy to finally have a damn daddy. Little fatherless kids run around. They happy to have a damn daddy around. So they're going to do whatever they need to do to keep a daddy around.
My bad. The other part too, let go. Is this Shafala Tasbury? Is that what you're saying? The conscious parenting?
Yeah.
Okay. So the other part too to that, let go, is a lot of fathers who grew up fatherless and want to, like a lot of us want to be better parents. We're not raising our children in the environment or under the construct that we were raised in. So we do look for other ways. I'm curious, Chan, you over there quiet, bro. You got two boys. I'm just really curious to hear how you discipline your two boys. Do you chastise them? I said chastise, not chastise.
All right, I want to get Brandon the trail in here real quick. Go ahead.
Yeah, for sure. So for me, how I look at it and kind of how I roll is that if it really depends still if the father is involved in the children's life on a regular basis. This is how I look at it. First off, if I'm marrying you, I'm marrying those kids or that kid or that child as well too. If the father is not around, if the father's not involved, whatever, those are my kids now. You're under my family system and we're all on the same page, because if you trust me enough to lead you, if you trust me enough to lead this household, you trust me enough to lead these children as well too. When it comes to the situations where the father is involved heavily, I'm definitely going to sit down with the father and make sure that, you know, we kind of hash out and talk about expectations and goals that, you know, he has for the children. And I'll talk about how I run my household and make sure we get on some sort of, you know, level playing field. And at the same time, I'm still going to run my household as I do, but at the same time, as a respect to another man and his child or children, you know, I would want in a perfect world to be on the same page. In my situation personally, I have a daughter. So, you know, pretty much mostly what's going on with my daughter, I'm taking care of that and handling that anyway. So I don't need any other man coming in there with her mother or whatever. I don't need that. I'll take care of it, or I'll just take her. So, yeah, that's just kind of how I am about that. And then we also have to be mindful too when it comes to bringing up little girls or or boys or teenagers or young men, that the way you bring them up and the way you discipline or what have you is going to be different. You know, if you're inheriting, you know, 10, 12-year-old boys, it's going to be very different than inheriting a 4-year-old little girl. You know, so how you do your system and how you discipline them and what have you, it's going to be a little different, you know. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that.
All right. Go ahead, Trey. You want to speak on this?
I would say yes. I mean, you know, first off, you know, if that man has accepted all that comes with that, then he should be entitled to discipline the kids. I mean, if he's not, then is he entitled not to buy school clothes when school come around? Is he entitled not to pay mortgage? Is he entitled to just pay for you when y'all go out to eat and let the daddy pay for the kids? No, to all those, right? So then in that case, then you have to, you know, allow that type of thing to happen. But I think there has to be boundaries there. And I think that's why, you know, you want to have a relationship with the new man. And I think, you know, a lot of the like uncertainty and the kind of resistance toward it comes from the fact that it's oftentimes tension there between those men. And they don't really talk and they don't really get on the same page. So it's like if he's doing it, then it's like it's a stranger hitting my kid. So I'm going to process it that way. More so than us, you know, going out to eat or us kicking it here and there, you know, us getting on the same page in regards to like how I want my child to be raised and what's your method. Okay, well, I agree with that. I don't agree with that. So we're gonna have to find some kind of common ground on this, you know what I'm saying? That type of thing. Cause you know, there's certain parents that just don't want their kids whooped. And there's other parents that believe in full force whooping ass. So that could be a point of contention if you know my kids are with my wife or you know my girl and you over there whooping their ass and I don't believe in whooping my kids. Now I gotta come whoop your ass because it wasn't communicated properly and we wasn't on the same page, right? So that's why I say we got to get on the same page. There's nothing wrong with you instilling discipline, but fact is some people go too far. And that's why it's a lot of people that's in today's era that's fucked up right now because they was getting abused as kids. We grew up thinking it's normal. Go get that switch off the tree, those 2-3 switches off the tree, hit your ass with that belt buckle and that extension cord and all that type of shit, right? It was so normal to where, you know, we make jokes of it now, laugh about it now. Like, yeah, I grew up like that too. That's crazy. Yeah. But you get old and realize you was getting abused. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
So, you know, again, that's why I think we got to be on the same page with that. And you know, again, I'm gonna let you discipline your way, but I think it has boundaries to it. And I need to be aware of all the disciplining. I need to be aware of the reasoning. I need to be aware of all these things. And if I'm not, and if you do something outside of the boundaries that we agreed to, there will be consequences for that. So that's all I'm gonna say.
And parents, there's nothing. Let me just be clear here. There's nothing wrong with being overprotected of your child when it comes to the safety of your child. Don't let nobody make you feel like you going too far, because let me tell you something. Over 70% of the household in America, most of the child abuse is happening from in-house. Normally it might be the girlfriend abusing the children sexually, or it's the boyfriend sexually abusing the child, or maybe a uncle or a brother, the case may be. So you need to let people know what's you willing to go through, the steps that you're willing to go to if someone harm your child. Listen, we grown, we can work that thing out. But if my child is being molested in any shape, form, or fashion, they're scarred forever. You gotta, it's nothing wrong with being overprotective of your child. But communication, I agree with, I think that's what we're saying. Communication is key. Get on the same page. And you can't be, and I'm not saying overprotecting in the part of, you purposely not trying to be on the same page with the person who's there, but at the man that's head in the household, because we talking about men right now, the person that's head in the household, don't be spiteful. Get out your feelings. Really get down to the point. Listen, I don't got nothing. Whatever y'all go through, that's what y'all go through. I have nothing to do with that. I'm there. In fact, I financially take care of my children. I don't, and at the end of the day, so if you do anything else financially, that's out of the goodness of your heart. But they are financially taken care of. Everything is paid for when it comes to them. You be a man in your situation and be a real father. So at the end of the day, sometimes don't never allow nobody to gaslight you to make it seem like you protecting your child is wrong. Oh, well, hell no. Because if something happened to them, if anything happens to them, I'm willing to go to any extent when it comes to my goddamn children. At the end of the day.
And respectfully, I know JR gonna want to transition, but I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna align with Ricky on this part, bro. We choose at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
We choose, bro. Listen. The mother of my daughter, okay, my daughter that I gloat over, she's married. She's in the Air Force. She's going to retire Air Force. She speaks Mandarin and she speaks French. Okay. She has a stepfather. Okay. Me and him had a clash, but we came to an understanding. But also part of that was ego. And part of that was me having to relinquish the fact that when she's under his roof, it's his rule. And you being from up top, you'll appreciate this. He's Panamanian. So imagine me having to reconcile my daughter being raised under the roof of a Panamanian, right? Mm-hmm. But as a result, again, the results are she went through high school. And I know I said this on Thursday, and I know people have whatever they want to say about it. My daughter didn't date in high school. She didn't have a boyfriend in high school. She didn't lose her virginity until she got married. My point being, bro, is that we choose. I had to trust her mother. Now, I didn't agree with everything her mother did. I didn't necessarily agree with who her mother chose to get with after me and her wasn't together anymore, right? Not out of ego, like definitely not out of ego, but I just didn't agree with it because of the reports that I was getting back. But I also had to understand when my daughter would come back with certain reports of corrective action, it's her trying to pit me against him or pit me against them, right? Mm-hmm. And so at the end of the day, when Ricky talk about, and this is the thing that I harp on because I know young bloods be tuned in to us, bro. You choose. And I think the numbers bear out what we seeing. Young bloods are waiting, man. They ain't getting married as quick. They ain't quick to wife up as quick. They ain't quick to, the birth rates are down. The marriage rates are down. Everything is down, bro. Everything is down, Ali.
No, I got you.
Let me say this because I think this is important. Rashawn, understood. I got daughters too, but over parenting, over protectiveness, over anything is operating out of fear. You never want to overdo anything when it comes to your children. because you're going to instill that fear that you have into them. So I don't believe in being overprotective. My daughters are grown, and when they were little, they was under the roof of another man, all that shit. You know, my ex-wife is remarried, and my children, because like I always talk about system, my children and my ex-wife ran up under my system. So the family system operated even under his roof. I was not overprotective at all. When my kids was under my roof, I wasn't overprotective at all. My kids can go outside, ride their bikes, do whatever they want to do. They knew what they need to do if something happened. I wasn't running around, where my kids at? No, because that teaches your children how to be fearful. Because kids just go out and just enjoy the world, but here comes a parent. No, you can't do that. Something just might happen. Now the kid is going to grow up as an anxious person, like, I don't want this to happen to me. You know, so most of the time, parents are the ones that actually instill fear in the children. And you wonder why the child is anxious and can't think together, because you made them like that. So I just wanted to get to that, because that's important, especially for us men. We, as far as men go, because they already get all this whiny, overprotective helicopter mom from their own mother. The last thing we as men need to be doing is being overprotective of our children. Because now mom and dad is anxious and scared and all that other shit.
Anxiety.
You make each try to be worse.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if Rashawn agrees with it, but you know.
Listen, you could agree to disagree with people. That's all. It's a good conversation though.
Right, yeah.
Indeed.
And I know what's working right now. And really in reality, I'm talking about something I don't even have an issue. My shit is running real smooth, beloved. And you know what I mean, at the end of the day. So
But yeah, it's for the audience, though. I understand what you're saying, but it's for the audience.
I got you 100%. Listen.
All right, y'all, we ain't gonna start now.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead, JR.
Yeah, it's like the best thing with these panels is you just take the information. If you need it, and if you don't, then you just throw it out. You know, if it applies, it works for you, then hey, kudos to you and your household. With that being said, haven't already hit the like button, also make sure you subscribe to the channel. Shout out to the sponsor, Teach Handling. Make sure you guys feel it, Teach. 30% off along with a free gift. Got a couple of super chats, Ricky.
Yo, Will, what's good? If I can't discipline those kids, then the daddy need to come get them. Adonis 1909 20 ball. Thanks. He says, stop gaslighting Ali. Stop associating abuse with discipline. As the scripture says, he who spares the rod hates his son, but he who loves him is diligent to discipline him. Stop putting beating abuse with discipline. Mia G, love me some Ricky. He's the best. Teach me, King. No, I'm good, sis. Adonis 1909. Kids try to manipulate parents against each other. It's worse for a stepfather if he and the father are not actually communicating.
I appreciate those super chats. Again, hit the like button if you haven't already. Make sure you subscribe to the channel.
5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can only speak for father, son, but my dad is 82, and while I'm in my 40s, if he were to get mad at me, I still feel a tinge of fear. Actually, would be more shame, but still, that's called good parenting.
That nigga Ricky ain't want no smoke.
I got it.
Hey, Ricky said,
I don't make trouble with it. There's none, bro. Let's not start none, bro.
Yeah, I'm with you, G. I'm with you. I love it.
All right, here we go, y'all.
Mother is a son's first true love. A son, especially that first son, is a mother's last true love. I'm getting choked up.
He says, mother is a son's first true love. A son, especially that first son, is a mother's last true love. What do you guys thoughts about that? You think that's true?
I don't know what the hell he talking about.
I think it's facts.
What is the last true love part, Ricky? I guess I didn't understand that part.
Her first son is the last man she'll truly love unconditionally.
No, I disagree.
That should sound stupid to me.
Yeah, I don't know that she'll love that first son more than his father will.
See, let me explain how I look at this, right?
I don't know about that one.
These movie stars need to just stick to making
No,
movies.
y'all, one at a time, y'all. One at a time. Let Ricky go ahead and
comparing dad? Why you comparing the dad though?
No, it's not. Let me make my point. Right?
I go ahead, Ricky.
No, I brought the dad in, so I think that's what
this the
Rashawn
thing,
asked.
right?
Go ahead, Ricky.
This the thing, right? So, and I like to use it from my perspective because I'm not a woman, so all I can do is compare, right? You never love a woman more. Oh, I'm not going to even say your mama, but your first girlfriend, the one you put everything into, right? The one where your heart is open. When your heart is open, right? You will never love a woman like you love that woman, right?
That's a lie.
To you, right? Let me get my shit off. Don't nobody interrupt Mr. Let Go when he going, right? So, how I compare that to is like a woman's love for her first son. Her first son, right? That's the only man she'll ever love without condition, right? That's the only man that a woman would put her life the only man that a woman would put her life before his. She'll never love a man the way she loves her first son. She won't. And also, if she has sons down the line, right, she never loves them the same because the adoration and that first connection isn't there. It's not the same. It's familiar. And we all know what happened when women get familiar with stuff. Right? So that's why I think it's just true. I think that's the way it is. Now, I might be wrong. Shit, I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? But I honestly believe, again, a mother is her son's first love, but also her in more cases than not all, but in more cases than not, the mother's the first woman to break her son's heart too. Right? Because once you get grown and you realize this woman, I'm not even say grown, once you get older and start becoming into your own manhood and you realize this woman is not the person you thought she was, it breaks your heart. Once you find out that your mother is flawed and not this perfect person and this image you have in your head, especially to the point if you find out your mother lied to you all your life, right? Which happened with a lot of cases with these children, right? You thought your father was the reason it didn't work out, but it was your mother, right? Your mother put y'all through things that you didn't understand, but when you get over, you look back and you had them aha moments. You like, God damn. Right? So I just think that first love is different. And I think it's different for everybody. You can do it if you want. I believe that. I honestly believe you can learn to love again, but you never love that same way. You never love that same way, the way you just jump into the pool, no matter if the water's hot or cold, feet first, head first, it don't matter. You would never do it again. You would never do it again. And that's my opinion on it.
Hey, hold on for anybody else go. Let me get Shannon next. I know you've been quiet. Go ahead, Shan. What you got on this, brother?
Nah, let everybody else cook. They can cook. I'm good.
Well, let me say this. Because one, parent love and relationship love are two different things, and I just don't understand why black folks, whether it's Denzel or whatever, why the hell do we do this stupid weird ass shit? My mama love, that ain't got shit to do with what I'm about to do out in the world. That's my mama and that's my daddy. This shit is weird. I just don't understand why we black people love to say this crazy ass shit. It's always a black person saying this weird ass shit. You know, like, and my first girlfriend I wasn't even in love with her. I didn't know what the hell love was. So I don't agree with that either. What the hell? My first love was not my first girlfriend. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I didn't even have sex with my first girlfriend. Like, what the hell? No. So that don't make no damn sense. We got to get out of this fairy tale mess about love. We grow up not even knowing what the hell love is. Love is about protection, not holding hands, going to the movies and kissing and shit. That's what we grow up thinking love is until we grow the fuck up and we have kids and we share kids with a woman and we get married and all the other shit. But guess what? A lot of us never seen love, in all honesty, and we grown ass fucking people. The only love we know is for our own kids or for our mama or grandmama. We don't love no damn woman or love no man. So me, I found love a couple times. And it wasn't my mama and it wasn't my first girlfriend. I knew my mom had her role and it wasn't no first love bullshit. No, she was my mama. Not no damn love interest or no shit like that. I just think we black people are sick sometimes and we just have this weird ass almost sexual shit with our parents. All this first love bullshit. Shit is fucking crazy.
No, I think let go to your point. I think we confuse love, right? So when I look at the showrunner title, it talks about, you know, a mother is a son's first true love, right? I know, damn, I don't want to do this with y'all niggas. I really don't want to do this with y'all niggas. I know not for me per se, but I know just in having conversations throughout my family, you know, I have family members who will attest to, you know, damn, the women that I dated was a reflect, like when I did the knowledge, and even for me, I can't say this. For me, for a time, women that I dealt with was a reflection of my mother. Right. And when I found myself attracting this, I was like, damn, why am I attracting this same type of woman? The fuck? Like, why am I attracting the exact same type of one that I'm saying I don't want? It's because I was trying to gain approval from my dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it's not that me and my dudes had like the best relationship. My mom's still here. But I'm just saying we didn't have the best relationship at that time. So I wouldn't say that my mom was my first love per se. But I did find myself in that space where I was like, I really had to do the knowledge and break that down. Like, why am I attracting this same type of woman? And when I did that knowledge, it really was like, I'm trying to get that approval for
It was a dysfunctional attachment.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
And we've had that conversation multiple times. Now, what's the last part of that? Keith, put your
That's what I was laughing at.
I don't care about that. Especially that first son, a mother's last true love. So that first son, I can't say that I haven't seen that played out. But though, to be honest, rest in peace to the Godfather. Those are the women that got the Godfather was talking about. Because if you have a husband, there's no way your son is going to be your last true love. There's no way. Listen, ladies, gentlemen, please hear me when I say this. There's no way in any shape, form, or fashion that the son is the last true love of the mother. When
that shit is weird, bro.
And that's the part I think you took issue with, Let Go, and rightfully so, because your obligation is to your husband to raise his seed, and his heir. And there's no way that that son is your last true love in any shape, form, or fact. That son, and for those of us on the panel that have sons, I don't know how y'all, well, let me speak for me. My son is my love. I remember Ricky sent me something. Ricky, if I could be, I know you in the comments, but you sent me something one time and you was gloating over your son. It's like, yo, my son doing his thing. That's your love. Ain't got nothing to do. And I know y'all go ahead and get these jokes off. Cool. But that has nothing to do with your seed and how proud of him that you are being your like his mother's last love. That part, I agree with you. Let go is weird.
That shit is disgusting, man. I don't know.
When you have a husband.
What's weird is that you even take it like that.
Yeah, I don't know how y'all. I don't even know how.
The shit sounds weird. The shit is stupid.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. Hold on.
Go ahead, Rilla.
Hold on. Before y'all do all that, bring me into understanding. Explain it to me like a 5-year-old, since I don't understand. So since it's weird that I take it like that, because I'm only going off of what's on the.
Yeah, we only heard the dumb, ignorant shit that Denzel said.
Yeah, so tell me, break it down to me like I'm a 5-year-old, and tell me how a mother is the son's first true love, right? And the son is the mother's last love, especially the firstborn. Go ahead.
I got you. So let me use this example, right? You notice how when people say the first kid is hard and the rest of the kids get easy, right? Have y'all ever seen that? Or better yet, you ever seen the commercial where they show the first baby and they're so gentle and they're taking their time and they wiping them off with the baby wipes and they switch them every time and they put a fresh cloth diaper. Then you see the next one, they got 2 kids. They got the one son over the shoulder and the other baby by the diaper while doing the dishes. Effort. You're going to give that first child the greatest effort you ever gave any of your children. It's kid 2, 3, 4, 5 that don't get the same. And what y'all say love is an action word, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So what that got to do with sex?
I'm still confused, just so you know.
I know you always confused unless you understand it within yourself.
Listen, you know they say a lot of times. First of all, depending on when you having children, right, with this woman,
really confused too.
A lot of times,
I'm just trying to figure out who said sex.
Listen.
They didn't explain shit, bro. They don't know how to explain the shit.
Listen. If you ain't get it, then if you know, you know. But listen, I think that I look at
Ali, you can't do that.
I'm about to explain. Can I?
Out of anybody, you know damn well Rashawn is not going to.
You allow Mr. Let Go to insert.
No, let go. Like just real quick, Ali.
Oh God.
You know you have a greater responsibility, bro. You can't do if you know, you know. If you have the knowledge, you on the platform, you have the responsibility to break it down, bro. You can't do if you know, you know.
This nigga said, "If you know, you know." What the
fuck? You can't do that.
This is the shit I be talking about, y'all. What the fuck do we be talking about? This nigga said, "If you know, you know." Nigga, what?
Ali,
this is the shit I be talking about.
You can't do that, man.
Can I go?
This king talk. You can't do that, bro.
Brother, can I go? Can I please go?
Please articulate yourself, Rashawn. God damn, man.
All heads ain't trying to let the hairlines go. Like, chill, man. Nah, but listen, real talk. I look at my mom, and I'm my mom's first child. She had me when she was 14, going on 15 years old. And then now she has it's 4 of us. And then I got 2 little brothers. Not that I don't call me my mom's favorite, but the love is different. I watch my mom grow up, right? From a teenager, she's 41. She's 15 years older than me, right? But that love is a little different. And I watch ever since her heart really got broken from my dad, she ain't never loved a man the same ever again.
So doesn't that mean your dad was the last one?
No,
according to what you just said.
I think that her sons, and I think that her sons, or maybe me, might be not even, I won't say even me, but her sons is her last real true love.
But you said your dad broke her heart.
Yes, listen, and she never loved any other men that she ever been with the same. It's not even the same.
But wasn't that circumstantial?
But I'm saying she's unconditionally willing to go through any extremes when it comes to us. she won't do that for no other man.
But they're your children. What that got to do with love? Like,
you see how Shannon?
Hold on. Let me tap in. Let me tap in real quick.
This shit is weird.
A son husband. You just said we all admit that love is an action word. So at the end of the day, if
she loved men after y'all. What the hell?
I never cut y'all off. I never cut y'all off. Let your shiny head shine, bro. Damn. Like, let people. That's your problem. I don't know how anybody listen to you when you always cutting them off. You be going to understand this shit is stupid. This is that third. Relax, bro. Just relax. Let people and stop trying to listen to rebuttal and actually hear what people is actually trying to say.
Okay, we're still waiting on the answer, sir.
Go ahead, Brandon. I'm done with this. I'm on my Ricky tone right now.
All right,
babbling, bro.
Record, you just literally described son husband, though.
Exactly, and y'all wonder why so many damn people fucked up. Y'all perpetuate this disgusting, stupid shit. Go ahead, Brandon.
Yeah, so I don't think it's disgusting or whatever, like Let Go saying. My understanding of it is this: one, I'm my mother's first child and first son. My parents are married. They were married before I came and all that kind of stuff. So the fact that one, the son is the mother's first love or last love, I believe is very true, simply because, you know, your father or her husband is supposed to be, that's her lover, okay? That's her lover. That's her one true love, whatever. But the firstborn son is her last love because she's supposed to have already had your father as her love. Her father came before you. So you, as the first son, you are that last love for her, last true love. Now, granted, if she has more sons and that kind of stuff, she's gonna love them as well. She's gonna love the baby of the family and all that kind of stuff. But it's something about that connection that a mother has with her first son is almost the same kind of connection. I would say it's the same type of connection that a father would have with his first daughter. Like you have your girl dads, you have your, daddy's girls. It's the same type of love. And the thing is that it's unconditional as hell. And a lot of things with these women, with a lot of women, is that they love their husbands, they love their men, but that's under condition. The condition of you taking care of us. It's still love, but it's a conditional love that you take care of us, you love us, you forsake everybody else, all that type of stuff. It comes with other things. And a woman will leave a man if those conditions or whatever aren't met. But with your first son, you can't do no wrong. You can't do no wrong.
Oh, no, because that is
unconditional. That is unconditional as hell.
First of all, Denzel didn't say nothing about no unconditional.
Hold on, pause. I'm still talking. I ain't done yet. So on the flip side, when it comes to the son being the mother being the son's first love, that is very true, because that's the first woman that he knows. That's the first woman that, that's giving him love, attention, taking care of him, feeding him, all that type of stuff. You are modeling what women are to be and measuring them up to your mother when you're coming up as a youngster. And you're looking at, okay, this is how my mother treated me. This is what love is in my eyes. And I'm going to go out and seek that into the world as you grow. So all that type of stuff, either you're looking for that or you're looking for the opposite, depending upon how your familiar situation was, how it was with how your relationship was for your mother, what your relationship was with your father. Everybody's is different. Mine was pretty, standard and normal. So I ain't got no issues with my parents at all. So I love my mama. I love my daddy. It was a nucleus household. All that shit was normal. So yeah, I looked at that as someone that, how my mama treated me. Hey, I want someone that irons my clothes like she does my daddy's clothes. How she feed me like she feed my daddy. I want a woman that does the same thing. So there's parallels there, because the little people that we are at the end of the day, we are reflections of our parents, period. We are reflections of what we went through and how we came up in the world. So all that is going to determine and make a difference on the type of adults we become and the type of people we end up with.
Let me get Shan.
Nah,
Go
man.
ahead, Shan. Shan, I seen you nodding your head. What's going on, bro? You on mute, man.
No. I'm listening.
Shannon,
I'm
work-
listening.
No, I want to hear your point.
Man, so full of it.
We still don't understand this dumb shit about the last love. So, Brandon, it's the last love part that was stupid and idiotic. The first love part, we kind of understand first love mama, all that shit. Understand? It's just the stupid shit that Denzel Washington said. So, because of the stupid shit that Denzel said, I'm not watching any more Denzel movies because it's dumb shit.
In all honesty, when B Mad was saying that, you know, I thought about Denzel and who is it? Shannon Paula Washington. Okay, I know Shan would know because he's a member of
It's Pauletta. It's Pauletta.
Oh, beg my pardon. So
no, we're gonna put some respect on her name. We're gonna put some respect on her name.
1000%. You absolutely right. So here's what I would ask you though: if you took yourself out of your situation, you got to put yourself in my situation, or man, I don't know. I don't want to speak for any other brother on the panel, but I think my situation reflects a lot of the gentlemen that I speak to and work with in Black America. So a lot of the gentlemen that I speak to didn't come from two-parent homes. You're speaking to, and this statement I think rings true for a person that's in a two-parent home. I agree with you the way you broke it down. For a person that's not in a two-parent home, do you still espouse the same view?
I would to a degree of what's that?
I was just making acknowledgement that I'm using my big words on JR's birthday. That's all.
You definitely are for sure. I would say if you're in a one-parent household being raised, I'm assuming by your mother, I would still say that it is true to the point of, you know, you may not be the last man that comes into your mother's life. You may not be the last man that comes into her life or male that comes into her life, but you're still gonna be that last true love.
So you agree with us then
as well. You as the child is what I'm saying.
Son husband.
No, he don't agree with you, Mr. Let Go.
Oh my God.
No, so the thing about so the thing I feel about son husbands is if you treat your child, you treat your son like your man and try to make him the man of the house and make him, you know, oh, you big man and all that. Yeah, then that's definitely a son husband. But there's levels and there's boundaries for sure.
So
and I think there's some women that were able to keep those boundaries with raising their sons, but I think the majority of them don't.
And she was able to fall in love with another man after her son.
All right, y'all, we got to get some other people in here.
Yeah, I'm gonna pipe down because I think Trill gonna really.
Yeah, we'll get Trill, and then we're gonna go back to Shan. Shan, get ready, man. Get ready. You've been nodding your head and all that.
Yeah, because this thing on love and the last true love, that's what's throwing me. And
let me say this real fast.
Disgusting, bro.
And all right, well, ain't nobody talking about no real weird sexual stuff. Let go. But I want to say this real fast. Trill AC, I'm glad you on, man. We need somebody from the H up in the building. You know what I'm saying? Because I got like East Coast dudes and up North dudes. I need somebody out here in the H that got my back. So just want to throw that out there.
Nah, it's all love. Salute, bro. Salute. Yeah, I mean, I think it's. I think Denzel was just saying something like eloquent, like he always says. In terms of merit, I'm not sure that that's true. Your first child, or first daughter, or first son may not be your favorite child. it's just real. There's people that got 3-4 kids, can't stand their first child, son, daughter, or either or. But the baby might be the favorite, or the one before that might be the favorite. So I mean, at the end of the day, I think you know, I understand what he was trying to say. I understand the message that he was trying to get across. But it's just so much like that's like trying to argue with somebody about religion at the end of the day. It's like it's no right answer. It's all perspective at the end of the day. But in terms of my view on what he said, I think that, as a son to your mother, that's your first example. I wouldn't necessarily say first love, because some mothers are terrible mothers. It's called a spade what it is. And you may you may not be able to stand your mom. You may feel like you should love her, like what he's saying, but that just may not be your circumstances. And that's the case for a lot of people. And it's not spoken on enough. It's a lot of men that's they mother's first sons that just do not have good relationships with the mama. It's just what it is. But in terms of her son being her last love, I disagree with that too. I think like there's plenty of women that done found the love of their life at 50, 60, 40. And and again, they relationship with their son might have waned throughout that time. Might have started off good and fell off a cliff. So now that this new man that came in and he treating her how she's supposed to be treated and all of that, I mean, he's gonna be her last true love. That's how I see it. But again, I like Denzel speaks in like I'm trying to find the like word for it, but it's like he always finds a like eloquent way to say certain things. I feel like he overcomplicates a lot of times, and this is one of these discussions. I honestly don't feel like this argument should even be going on for as long as it's going on. That's why I'm sitting back laughing and just shaking my head. But in terms of that, I feel like a mother is a son's first example, the same way a dad is a daughter's first example. And that's why you tend to try to replicate it when you leave out into the world, whether it's directly or subconsciously. Why? Is just because that's what you're familiar with. It's not necessarily that you want somebody like your mama. You just use, if your mama's a firecracker, you just used to your mama, used to being a firecracker, loud, outspoken, all of that different things. So that's what you're gonna gravitate to from women, even though you may say, man, I ain't never dated nobody like my mama. But again, when you get out in that world, you're gonna move subconsciously on what's comfortable. And a lot of times that's how it goes. But that doesn't mean that she's your first love. It just means that she's your first example. So that's my take on it.
Denzel be saying some eloquent, stupid shit.
I don't think that was. I keep saying Denzel. Y'all being funny.
He ain't the only one though.
It is Denzel. That was Denzel.
What? He ain't the only one.
Was that Denzel?
Yeah, that was Denzel.
Okay, you funny.
JR, come on, man.
Nah, y'all bullshit, man. I'm gonna down Denzel.
Don't even play it again, cause I don't want to hear him say that dumb shit again.
JR, don't take that showrunner off.
Mother is a son's.
Yo,
oh.
Yeah, I called my mama at. Hold on.
Look, he look like he about to say something stupid.
He look like him.
Hey,
let it play, JR. I'm talking to my mama.
He got age. I thought that was an old ass man.
You look this good at 54.
JR, let it run. I'm talking to my
got
mama.
dementia. He don't know the hell he talking about. A mother's love. Look at him.
Especially
Look at his mouth.
neck is a mother's last true love. I'm getting choked up.
I ain't never seen him get choked up like that. I'm thinking
Hey, yo, JR.
Because he been smoking weed.
That's the Academy Award coming out.
Got dementia
coming out.
Hey, yo, JR, that whole. So you watched this video before this live?
I ain't think the way his neck was like scrunched up, and he had the Bernie Mac Cosby look going on at the same time. I'm like, that ain't no Denzel. I'm like, y'all motherfuckers said he called this man Denzel.
Hey,
all right, man, y'all got me, man. Y'all got me. Okay.
Yo, JR didn't know that was Denzel for sure.
It didn't look like him.
It didn't sound like him because he sounded so stupid.
Yo,
I get what JR talking about. He's like, who is this stupid ass old man?
JR, hold on, mama.
JR, what we got? JR, what we got next? What we got next, JR?
Wait, let that showrunner run one more time.
I'm talking to Mr. Lecco, yo. I said,
nah. You guys just tuned in. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Shout out to the sponsor, Tej Henley. Feel it, Tej. Next topic of the night is the meat. And we know the ladies like the meat, what they've been waiting for.
Lecco be like, this shit is weird.
As this woman, he didn't put me in my place. Let me go ahead and play this.
all the bad boys that I dated, I thought, you know what? Let me just date the good guy. And that didn't work out because I felt like superior to him.
There was no sexual polarity.
It just didn't work out because I felt like I was the boss. I felt
Did you find yourself snapping on him and getting a little bit more disrespectful than you normally would?
Very.
That's typically what happens.
Yeah. And I did things to him that I wouldn't do to Katie. And it's unfortunate because he's the good guy. He didn't do anything to me. The problem is that he didn't put me in my place when he should have, whenever that was supposed to happen. At some point in our relationship, he didn't put me in my place as the woman, as his woman, and he didn't show me that he can lead. So I felt like I was leading the entire household when it's really supposed to be him.
All right, so let's go ahead and talk about it, man. I personally think some women would love to be put in their place, but some men don't step up to the plate to do it. Let's go ahead and talk about it. As this woman, he didn't put me in my place. What do you guys' thoughts?
Go ahead, Trill. Go ahead, Trill.
Man, you gotta put a woman in her place. You already in a losing fucking battle. End of the day, but it goes back to what I always say: toxicity is currency. It is what it is. She ain't doing shit but saying what most women really think. Let's call it what it is, man. Most of these women, when they get to describing they man, you know who they describe? The man she disrespected. One man is thoughtful. One man is considerate, caring, all about me. Shows up whenever, I need him. He's always there for me. He's a nice guy. I don't want a guy that disrespects me and is all out here doing this and doing that. And again, just like she just so eloquently stated, when she got that man to her in a gift wrap basket, wasn't enough. She disrespected him. And I guarantee that the toxic nigga was still hitting while she was with him. The thing about women, and this is what men gotta understand, like, cause I know like people be feeling like, man, I'm too old to play games. I don't want to play no games. I just want to meet a woman, and we be on the same page, and we just go where we going, and I tell her what I want, she tell me what she want, and we just move like grown people. Fact is, it don't work like that more times than not. It just don't. You have to be toxic first. And then somewhere along the line, reform. And then she comes to appreciate the new you because of how you were. But if you show up as just a nice guy that's just trying to please your woman, take care of your woman, this is the type of shit that you get. And this is why these topics are so dope, man, because it just shows the psyche of women. Women say one thing and reward another. See, like with men are like pretty straightforward. Like if you ask a man his type, that'll be the type of woman that he's typically gonna marry. Because women, and again, it shows you the confusion again. Women, y'all like these Instagram chicks with these crazy bodies and this, that, the third. And then I typically ask them right after that, how many men do you know married to a woman like that? And they be,
My one friend.
Yeah, I got.
It's always one. It's always one. My one home girl.
But just real rap. If you look at what a man marries and takes serious in a relationship, it'll typically be the woman that he described. But with women, it's complete opposite. You look at her resume, and there's more niggas on there that's the polar opposite of what she described than the man that she described. And like I said, this video just put it in perspective. I feel sorry for the dudes that come in, try to be the nice guy, because a lot of times, y'all gonna have to get that woman when she on the clearance rack. That's just what it is. She'll be damaged goods by the time that this nice guy gets to her and gets to give her the world. Because those toxic niggas done ran all throughout her and did her any type of way, did whatever they wanted to do. There wasn't no consistency there. Wasn't none of that. I'm coming through here. I'm giving your ass half-ass effort. I'm dealing with you when it's beneficial and convenient for me. And then when I get ready to move on to the woman that I want to marry, the woman that I described, your ass will be left in the dust and you're going to try to reach back for that nice guy. And now he got to buy you off the clearance rack. That's the reality. And, the faster men get that into their head and realize that a bit of toxicity is currency, the better they're gonna do with these women. But if you try to listen to what they say and move according to that, good luck.
Smoke weed every day.
Especially the ones out here.
You trying?
Yeah, I did a. Go ahead, Ricky.
You trying to tell y'all, bro? Y'all, they liars, dog.
They liars.
They liars, bro. This is why I tell y'all. Hey, I tell you, put her through the fire, dog. Right? You know what? You know when she wants you nice after you've been a savage. Right? You were supposed to be a contained beast, bro. You were supposed to be a civilized monster.
Yes, sir.
That's what you're supposed to be, bro. Right? Now, when you get older, you know, I'm an older gentleman of a certain, certain age. Things get different. Right? I shouldn't be at my age if I was dating or trying to court some lady, right? And she say, you put me in my place. I'm going to put you right in your place. That's outside the door.
Ow.
That's why I keep telling y'all, fellas, if these women require to be handled, let them handle themselves. Leave them in hell. Shout out to Smooth. Leave them in hell. Time is your most valuable asset, my friends. And if a woman cannot see you about your business when it's out there in the open, she's not the one for you.
Nope.
Right? Because what happens at this point and this time, the way they run the game out here like they doing, you thinking you going to be able to hit and slide and she poking holes in the condom on you.
What?
Right? Next thing you know, Walmart, CVS, or Hy-Vee don't get no more Plan Bs.
Oh, hell yeah.
Right? That's why I keep telling y'all, stop playing in these gray areas. That's what a lies play, my guy. Make a conscious decision of what you want and go for it. Because like I said, if she got handles, let somebody else carry her. The only handles we want is them love handles. Them thick hips that move ships. Right? But if you got a break, hey, what Erykah Badu say? Bag lady, you gonna hurt your back. And let them do it by themselves. Oh, God.
Stupid. Not Ricky said.
Ricky hit him with the corporate. Hey,
yo,
Ricky, you hit him with the corporate.
Yo, Ricky said if she got handles, let somebody else carry her.
Hey, in this day and age,
let somebody AI her, right, Ricky? Somebody AI her. Yo, yeah, man.
In this day and age, and after being in this space for as long as we've been in this space, I'm just trying to figure out why we still trying to figure out how to handle women or put women in their place. Again, say this for the umpteenth time. So glad that February, February 22nd of 2022, marched my ass to Joliet. No, we went to Will County Courthouse and got married.
Okay.
Hey man, that shit y'all dealing with, all that. Hey, let me, hey, Ricky, let me throw this in there too. All y'all niggas that's thinking like we gotta go on Promontory Point, or we gotta go into Naperville or Aurora and have the big wedding ceremony. Good luck with that. So glad for my woman, man. I ain't gotta deal with this shit y'all dealing with, man. I don't have to deal with a woman that feel like I gotta put her in her place. She know her place, fam.
Oh, really?
She do, yeah. And I'm glad you did that sound effect, JR, because the funny thing is, all the comments, 2 years I've been in this bitch, all this other shit you motherfuckers deal with, most of the motherfuckers that be on Rilla this, Rilla that, most of you motherfuckers still beating their dick in the midnight. No woman on the Twitch stream playing Fortnite. Right? So I don't need to deal with a woman. And listen, the earth is my turf. I done lived in 4 different cities, dealt with multiple women, and have been in situations where I've dealt with women that felt like they needed me to put them in a place. Man, I'm so glad for my woman right now. I'm so glad for my boo thing. I ain't got to put her in a place, man. She know her place. And it's sad that, to be honest, I feel like that's a young man's game and a young woman's game of people that feel like I need a man that need to, tell me where I belong and da 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 da. And shout out to Logic in the chat ninjas, and you see it. Shout out to Logic, but you marry the plan before you marry. You know what I'm saying? Like you marry the plan and the vision, and that's what most people keep missing, fam. That's what most people keep missing. All this toxicity with I need a nigga to put me in my place for what? That's energy I could spend elsewhere. That's energy I could spend trying to figure out, well, not now, but if I was trying to figure out crypto, I could figure out crypto. Or I could figure out LLCs. I could figure out how to build us a bigger business. Or I could figure out other things other than trying to figure out how to put you in your fucking place. When you, as scripture records, the man that finds a wife finds a good thing, da da da. You should be the helpmeet. Why am I sitting up here trying to figure out how to put you in your place? That's insane. Listen, I'm gonna pipe down. I'm gonna let y'all brothers cook, but that's insane to me. Why am I trying to figure out how to put a woman in her place? If you and Shannon's Shannon, you still doing wife school? What? Go and roll over there, fam. Like what we talking? Go and roll over there. Y'all tuned in to Ricky Williams. Did you hear what I said? Every Friday, y'all been asking for Ricky to do his thing so y'all can pull up on him. Y'all been asking for that for a minute. Ricky been pulling up, showing his face in multiple spaces, and y'all won't bust a grape with a sledgehammer in Welch's backyard with boots on, combat boots on. Y'all won't do nothing. I'm saying for the women. Right? Why I gotta figure out how to put you in your place, fam? That's not what I'm supposed to do. Let me tell you something. I'm 48, fam. Where I'm at right now, and what I would suggest to the young bloods for what I know at 48, man. I know we simplified and we say be on your purpose, be on your grind, this, that, and the third, whoopty woo. You really should be figuring out what you want to do in life. And you really should not be lying to these women. You really should be saying, this is what I'm on. And if you want to fuck on her and fuck on her and fuck on her, then say that from the outset. And if she ain't with it, cool, keep it moving. Don't feel like you at a loss if you on your purpose. Right? But at the same time, also, don't be all about, because again, we're talking about building the best version of you. So don't be all about like fucking on. But I'm just saying, I can't tell y'all young bloods what to do because y'all, for some reason, y'all think pussy is it. Nah. Listen, it's still pink, it's still wet, it's still deep.
Let me say this, y'all, because I think this can be helpful to the audience. It's not about putting a woman in her place. It's about regulation. When you regulate a woman, is a constant, and the consistency of your regulation is really what women want. So when you look at this woman who says, he never put me in my place, that means she wasn't regulated, and at some point, her train just went off the tracks and she got like this, right? But the reason why she got like that is because she wasn't regulated. What women need, what women look for is a form of safety, but it's a little deeper than safety. is a feeling that no matter what's going on, everything is going to stay regulated. Everything is going to run like a well-oiled machine. So now, guess what? The woman isn't going to fall out of her place because she feels regulated. So when a woman says, I need to be put in my place, that means she fell out of her place at some point. That means the man isn't consistent. The man isn't like this. Because at the end of the day, it's almost like coming into your house and your heat is at 72. Your house is regulated temperature-wise. You come into your house and it's cold as hell or it's hot as hell, you're going to instantly want to feel put in your place as a person because you're like, oh shit, you won't want to go outside or you want to do something because you're not regulated anymore because you just went into an environment that either makes you super cold or super hot. So as a man, your job is to treat the woman and make the woman feel the same way your house feels every time you walk in it. There's never a change, a drastic change in temperature. Your body is regulated when you're at 72 degrees. So when it comes to a man, if you're not giving a woman that constant feeling of regulation, you ain't really got shit. I never needed to put a woman in her place because I've always kept any woman that I'm around regulated, just like my house is regulated temperature-wise.
Yeah, let go. I understand what you're saying, but I gotta disagree with you in terms of what women gravitate to. Like it sounds to me like you're saying women gravitate towards stability. I would say that women are terrified by stability. I would say that women gravitate toward uncertainty. And the fucked up part about it, and this is why I ask men all the time, and I love this question, man, because it's foolproof. The answer's always the same. I ask them, I say, look, man, think about your relationship. Or if you're not in one right now, think about your last relationship. That was for a decent amount of time. When did your woman give you the most effort, the most consistent sex, the most consistent cooking, just the most energy and just fervor trying to make the relationship work, right? One would think that once you committed to her and everything is settled and stable, just like Mr. Lego was talking about, that will be when she unleashes all of that, right? But I ask men, I say, when did she give you the most effort, the most fervor, the most consistency for sex and cooking and all that? Was it when you was being inconsistent, running the streets, may come over, may not, depend on how my schedule look, or was it when you decided to be, you know what, I'm a domesticated man. I'm staying in the crib. I ain't going out no more. I'm just focused on the family. I'm just gonna watch the game. I'm gonna just sit on my couch. I'm gonna be completely domesticated. I want you to think, when did she give you the most energy, effort, and fervor? Was it when you was inconsistent or when you were stable? And that's what I be telling women. I say the answer to that question, if you ask men, and men that have no implicit bias or no dog tied in the race with you, ask them that in regards to their relationship history, and you're gonna be shocked as fuck by the answer. And the reason being is because of what that video just eloquently stated. Stability is terrifying to women. They gravitate toward uncertainty. Sometimes, like, your woman gotta believe, and this is what I think they mean by like putting them in their place. They gotta believe that their spot is not certain. If they feel like my spot is certain regardless of how the fuck I show up here, you're going to get behavior reflective of that, right? Just like she said, I'm disregarding them. I ain't answering calls. I don't want to talk. I'm out with my girls. I'm this, that, and the third. Why? Because she feels in her heart that it ain't shit she can do that's going to make him move around. But when she messing with a nigga that got options, and she messing with a nigga that she knows, not thinks, but she knows can easily replace her ass if she off her job, you're gonna see way more fervor, you're gonna see way more consistency, you're gonna see way more effort and feeling privileged to be there. than you would a woman who's 1,000% secure in her spot. So as a man, you have to find that balance. And this is why, that's what makes long-term relationships so tricky. This is why when they say, "Oh man, you gotta keep the relationship fresh, man. You gotta stay on top." That's what they mean, right? So if you just, again, we done got in this relationship, I'm settled, I'm good. I ain't working out no more. I got a belly now. I ain't being romantic. We ain't doing shit. We ain't going on trips. I ain't got that. I got you. Again, she's gonna slowly lose respect for your ass because she feels like you're not going anywhere. You're settled here. So there's nothing to improve on.
Hey, Trill.
I agree with Mr. Let Go and Trill.
Hold on, just real quick, Trill. For the newcomers, we got a couple people in the chat that ain't sent the 50 ball to JR for his 50th birthday. So let's get these super chats up. Number one.
Yeah, get that up.
Happy
Trill.
birthday, bro. I know it's your birthday today.
Tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow?
Yeah.
We sending him.
It's in 10 minutes.
Hey, Trill.
8 minutes. 8 minutes.
We gonna send him a case of the Basil Hayden. We gonna send him a case. So listen, Trill, for you though, as you speaking, because people tend to think. I mean, they agree with you in the chat. I see the women big you up all the time, but just so people know your resume, how long you and your wife been married?
Well, we've been married 5 years. Been together about 14.
Been together 14 and married 5 years. And then when I met wifey in Atlanta, I mean, you look like you could hoop. You look like, Humble Dad challenge you all the time.
He don't want no smoke. It sounds good, but go ahead.
But you talk about football all the time, but and not to be wifey, is on par with you, fit wise.
Hell yeah, she more in shape than me.
She more in shape than you. So I just want the people to understand, because they hear you speak and then they think, sometimes I see the women just agree and then the men just agree. So I just wanted to add a little caveat to, what you saying in terms of when you say people, like when you get in your spiel about like, we gotta, and you're right, we gotta stay looking in shape for each other. You're right. You 1,000% right. My wife on my head right now. You know what I'm saying? So you right. You spot on. So I just didn't want people to think, as they in the comments chatting and commenting, that you speaking from an ill-informed place. That's all.
Yeah, nah, man. It's simply like both people got to feel privileged to be there. And the fact is in relationships to where the man ain't respected or the man getting whatever, because I hear men say this all the time too, and I hate that shit. They talk about the man needs to love the woman more than she loves him, and for the relationship, where all that bullshit. I never subscribe to that. If either one of us, both of us, don't feel privileged to be here, this shit ain't gonna last. And the fact is that if you love me or like me more than I like you, even though I may not express it directly, but my actions are going to show it subconsciously. I'm going to stay out as late as I want. I don't feel no urge. I don't feel no kick in the ass to be the best version of myself for you. Why? Because I know that you feel more privileged to be here than I do. In fact, in my head, subconsciously, I'm doing charity work, if we gonna call a spade a spade. So I think it boils down to feeling privileged, and how you both feel privileged to be there is both of y'all stay on top of y'all shit. And that means that there needs to be an inherent fear on both sides. Not like a fear in the sense of, I fear for my life, but a fear in the sense of, if I'm not the best version of myself, I could lose this. And if that's not the case, both people are gonna slack or one side is gonna slack. But either way, the relationship is gonna fall a fucking apart. But it has to start with, like I said, both people feeling privileged to be there. And in her situation that she just explained, she didn't feel privileged to be there. She felt like she was doing the favor. And that's how she moved. But when she was dealing with that toxic nigga, she felt privileged to be there, for sure. Because he kept on her heels the whole time. So as a man, you got to find a balance. And when you find that balance, that's when the relationship is going to last forever. But if you don't.
Yeah, and just to add on to, I think people need to understand that it's nothing wrong with thinking like that. Like people may think that, oh, it's forever. You gotta understand how the mind works. I mean, the mind can sway off without you even knowing it. So, but what we do know is that if you stay on point, at least you got a higher percent chance of keeping it together. Ain't nothing guaranteed in life. You know, you could wake up tomorrow and that motherfucker look at you and just, oh, I gotta get the fuck up out of here. I mean, it's sad to say, but I mean, that's just how our mind works. I mean, think about when people just all of a sudden snap. That gives you a little bit of insight of how the mind is complicated, man. And we try to understand it every day, but as we can keep living, we still ain't gonna understand it. So you have a higher percent chance of keeping whatever it is that you have by being the best version of yourself. You always want to try to maximize, as I say, just minimize as much as you can and maximize as much as you can. And that's life. Everything ain't gonna be 100%. It could be trouble tomorrow, it could be trouble within seconds. Once the trouble come, then you problem solve it. You figure it out, you navigate. Life can be simple, but we just overcomplicate it. But go ahead.
Yeah, no, I just want to say real quick, I want to make a distinction. It's not fear of her leaving that you fear. It's fear of losing this amazing shit that I done built.
That we done built together.
With this amazing person. That's what you fear losing. Not the woman per se, but what we built. And if you done found the right motherfucker, that means you building something that's incredible. So I'm going to work my ass off to show up as the best version of me so we can keep this train rolling. That's what the fear is for the people that was confused in the chat. I see.
And I totally agree with you. Go ahead.
No, I was asking Shannon how many women he didn't put in their place.
I'll come back.
Everybody spoke already. Shannon, it's on you now.
No, but let go. I want to hear what let go had to say.
No.
What I'm gonna say is I'm gonna speak on this one. I just want to hear what let go.
Go ahead. On you, Shannon. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
No, look, it's I think Let Go was going to agree with Trill, and primarily because Mr. Let Go, that's what we were talking about earlier on the first question of the night. Ain't it? All he did was just repackage what we were talking about earlier. Women, who when anything gets normal, any success coming, I got to go back to the shit that I know. That was exactly what it was. And so he I think you guys are in agreement actually on this one. The thing is though, based on the question and based on that woman's video, listen, I think it's semantics. This is why I didn't get into the last topic, because it was about semantics. There's 4 types of love, and it's just going, Denzel talking about, is it agape? Is it eros? Is it, the reality is all women want to be put in their place. All of them, including Rilla's wife. All women want to be put in their place. Now, how they display that is the difference. You get some women, okay, I'll give you an example, like black women versus the others. Black women, I need a man that can handle me, right? That's what, and brothers hear that, it's like, damn, why I gotta handle you? But it's really semantics, because that calm and meek white woman that's really submissive and whatnot, she feels the same way. She just ain't saying it all. She ain't snapping her neck. And in fact, what she's doing is she just knows her place. And when you find a good sister that just knows her place, she don't have to say, I need to be put in my place. I already know where I need to be. And I'm going to be right here, baby. I ain't got to tell you I want to be put in my place, because I already know that you're going to put me there if I get out of line. I already know where I'm supposed to be. I already know where I'm supposed to be. And that is the kind of wife that is a good thing. That's the kind, but nevertheless, remove the semantics. All women 100% want to be put in their place. This is the reason. Okay, we don't ride zebras. We do not go to a rodeo of zebras, because zebras cannot be tamed naturally. You can't just as a group, as a species, you can't tame zebras. We could tame horses. Women naturally want to be regulated, as Mr. Lego says. Women want to be put in their place. It is baked in the cake. Now, we're trying to normalize and socialize and boss up women and let women compete with men and black girl, power and all this other kind, and you the boss bitch and all that. That's some normal socialization, modern shit. That's going against women's natural displacement. And so when women are looking, I talk about all the time, fit, feminine, friendly, faithful, and fun. That's what all men want. But women want, there's M's. In addition to the providing, protecting, and procreating that men are supposed to do, there's 5 things that men are supposed to be. Men need to be masculine. Men need to have muscles. Men need to have manners, monogamy, and money. The masculine part is where women want to be regulated or put in their place by their man naturally. Now, the problem is men have been beta-tized and fucking domesticated and fucking buck broken for the last 30 years that they're so fucking soft today. They're so weak. Me being the president of the beta club, 50-year-olds today, but 20 years ago, I was the president. I was taught, we talked about it in the music. Our music has conditioned men, soften up, be a bitch for her. She's the boss. That's right. Fucking Neo song. We got a whole list of songs. We've been fucking domesticated to the point where men supposed to be soft and women, you supposed to be the boss. And that's just out of order. And we're trying to reverse the order now. It's the reason why we have these shows. It's the reason why we have our corner in YouTube talking about what we talk about so we can get our shit back together as a community. So do you have the men that's going to be able to put a woman in her place? Is he going to have a program for her to follow? Well, we're working on that. There's a lot of young men that we're trying to work on to make sure that they have that understanding. When we have that, the women will the women just fall in line, as Ricky says. Hopefully, I believe so. I believe it may not be in the next 5 years, hopefully in the next 10, 20, because our fucking community depends on it. In the next 10, 20 years, I'm hoping that's going to be the case. If we can get the guys under control and we can get the girls under control, put everybody back where they're supposed to be, men regulating and putting women in their place, and women already knowing their place, so men don't have to put them in their place because everybody knows what they're supposed to do.
It's kind of like what Trill was saying. It's kind of like going back to the house analogy, coming into a warm house every time you feel regulated, everything is good. Imagine a hood rat moving out into the suburbs. She ain't gonna really know what to do and how to operate out here in the suburbs. And neighbor's like, "Hi, neighbor, who the fuck he looking at?" So an unregulated woman needs to be put in her place because she doesn't seek regulation. Just like me and Shan was talking about, if a dude that's in the hood that has some money, he moves out into the suburbs, he's not going to understand regulation. He's going to want to go back to the hood. So I agree with you, Shan. Going right back to what we were saying, it's 2 types of women and it's 2 types of men. Trill was talking about one type of woman who just feels the need to become out of line just to see if her man is actually going to step up or do something like that. But if a man is already stepping up, and when I mean stepping up, I mean he's not consistent going this way, he's consistent going this way. He's making more money. He's making better decisions. He's doing more things than he was doing last year. That is consistent in my mind, not doing the same shit, but doing more shit, doing better shit, growing. That keeps a woman regulated because women are hypergamous. And when they see you're constantly growing, it causes her to constantly follow, because she has to follow you up these steps that you're going. But if you're doing the same shit, now I agree with Trill, you're going to have to put her in a place because she's just like, all right, what we doing? It's like little kids on Bart Simpson. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Like, shut up. You know what I mean? Because they know where they're going. They're like, are we there? There's no view. There's nothing to look. There's nothing to enjoy. The journey is boring. So if the journey is boring because you ain't doing shit with your life, of course the woman is going to start acting up like a little child. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Because there's nothing to look at. There's nothing to enjoy. I can't wait until we get there so I get out of this goddamn car. So it's two types of women. Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask real quick, Shan, what was those M's again?
The M. Okay, so women need to women need to be fit, feminine, friendly, faithful, and fun. Right? Men need to do provide, protect, problem solve, and procreate. But men need to be right, muscular, masculine, have manners, be monogamous, and have money. That's the 5 M's for men. All women want that. All women want it. Now, can all women get it? The same. All men can't get the 5 F's from a woman. You start negotiating depending on who you are. If you're a guy that has those 5 M's, you got the money. You're a masculine brother, right? You got the muscles. You got the build. You're nice. You got manners. You ain't smacking bitches around and shit. You got manners, right? And you're a faithful brother. You got monogamy. Every woman will want that. Now, but that's where you get to call. That's where you get to claim. I need a woman that matches me. I need all 5 F's now. Now, oftentimes, a lot of guys ain't monogamous. They out there cheating and shit, and that's what we were talking about. Or guys is fat and sloppy. Or guys, you know what I'm saying, is broke as a motherfucker. Don't got the last M. Don't got no money. But if you got all 5 of those M's, if all males got all 5 of the M's and all females got all 5 of her F's, that's a good relationship. And that's why we're trying to get men to get all 5 M's as much as they possibly can. Muscles, masculinity, manners, monogamy, and money.
Wow.
And to be honest, I think, man, to get this thing back on program, bro, like man gotta stop indulging in these women's delusions, bro. I feel like that's the reason why we not on the same page. It's hard to set boundaries when you rewarding women for doing shit that we despise. And by rewarding, I mean giving them sex, giving them time, spending money on these women, taking them out, all of that. Even though you know good and well that you're not
all that.
You're giving them your meat.
Yeah, you give you just energy in general, and which is why men gotta learn how women think. Like women think just because a man is willing to fuck you, that you're doing something right. That he has real interest in you, right? So what that's gonna do is that's gonna enable her delusion to continue. It don't set in until you just dip and cut her off completely. And it's like, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Now I'm questioning what I'm doing, right? It's not enough that you just won't commit to her, that you dealing with her when it's convenient for you, that you're only responding to messages and shit like that. She ain't gonna process that the way she should because you still fucking her. You're still giving her too much time and energy. And when you do that, you enable their delusions. And as long as we keep doing that, state of affairs is not going to change. Because fact is, there's way more women that ain't worth nothing than there are women who are solid. So if we are indulging and enabling the women who ain't nothing, and there's more of them than the ones who are solid,
on me?
then how are we going to dictate shit?
No, I think
you flip flop on me, Trill. Trill, 1 year ago, you said otherwise. What you mean? Didn't you say it's more good women and shit out there than it is women that's a problem?
No. I said there's more good women than there are good men out there. That's what I said. And that's a fact.
Okay, I know you said more shiftless niggas out there than there's good men. I know we had disagreed on that. Yeah. But I thought okay, all right, go ahead.
But I mean, but realistically though, think about it. It's way more like women out there who ain't worth nothing compared to the women that you would marry.
That's fair.
Right?
Yeah, I agree.
So if we constantly
very true.
All right. So if we constantly indulging and constantly fucking these women and constantly giving them time and constantly responding to calls and texts, that's just going to enable them to keep being the ain't shit women that they are, and then the culture's not going to change.
But they constantly think that they can compete. My bad, Rick. You go ahead.
They see no reason to improve because the very thing that is being taught to them right from the get-go. And again, this because, and if we want to really get down to the nitty-gritty of it, it's because they know deep down inside the really only thing they have to offer is vagina. right? So with that being said, when you continue to validate that action, you build that resistance to common sense. You really do, right? So that's why I keep telling y'all, look, it's not to the point where we at the point now where you can no longer try to discipline a woman. No, leave her be, bro. Right? Leave her be. If she's not, and again, this is, I agree exactly what Mr. Let Go said. If you a man about your business and you handle it, right? Again, the woman's going to be within your reason, just like what your gorilla say. You get who you qualify for, right? But if they're within, if you move in a certain way, and I keep trying to tell you, I understand everybody on YouTube, a star and a millionaire. I'm a normal guy, right? I'm a normal dude, right? So if this woman and you doing things that you see that you can see physically with your own eye on a day-to-day basis, that's moving towards something, and she can't get on, this ain't no argument. Why I gotta check you for? Right? You ain't checking me. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do as a man.
Big facts.
Right? So again, if what I'm doing is not enough for you, there's the door. There's the door. What is all this fighting and stuff? No, what it is, because the same way I'm in my lane, you in your lane. Oh, I'm not your lane? Well, the car's outside. Get and stop validating these women, bro. Stop validating them. You're sitting up there and you're having babies by them in a gray area, and then you got to deal with her for the rest of your life. It's not just 18 years, ladies and gentlemen. It's the rest of your life. Right? So stop dealing with these women that you know for a fact you don't want to deal with because you want some ass. You gonna end up with that ass for the rest of your life, bruh. And with that ass, if y'all don't know, comes problems, headaches, issues, fights, broken car glass, money, emotional damage. Stop doing it, man. Right? Stop doing it. Let them, man, leave them in hell, bro. Leave them in hell. They like it there. It's warm. Leave them there. A woman, you should, and listen to what I'm saying, and just what JR said on the thing. You should be able to discipline your wife, your girl, right? She should be open to it. She should be open to it.
Did you hear what I said?
Right? Because she would know that you have her best interest at heart. That's what protection is. Not only do you protect her from these woes out in the street, you protecting her from herself. And if she's not receptive to that, you got a decision to make. You, don't nobody else, because she gonna ride the train as long as you allow her to ride it. We got to be men, bruh. We got to be men. Y'all not we not moving like men out in these streets, bro. Y'all, we got to start moving like men, bro. Make a decision and stick to it, bro.
There's only one. Yes. There's only one problem with this theory, right? Because I got a show. It's called, broke niggas don't deserve no pussy and fat girls don't deserve no dick, right?
Wait. When does that air?
What are you talking about?
So listen.
Wait, Shannon, when does that air?
Which one? There's two shows. What the fat niggas don't deserve fat bitches don't deserve no dick, or broke boys don't deserve no pussy?
Nah, I'm focused.
Either one.
All right.
You gotta add wig wearers don't deserve no dick. I don't have sex with wig wearers or fat chicks.
So here's the problem with the theory, which is 100% on point with Ricky and Trill and enabling these women and giving them a false sense of fucking superiority, and because they're getting fucked and thinking that that's all. I get it. The problem is, I think by and large, a lot of men are ignoring them, but Pookie keeps fucking them. Pookie keeps fucking them.
And Pookie got all the time in the world.
That's why Pookie got that's why he is impregnating them all. That's why he's in the gym all day and at the club all night, sleeping on his auntie's sofa, and he's driving one girl's car while she's at work to the other girl's house to fuck. He is the one that's enabling these women. And they're sharing these few men. They're sharing these small percentage of great looking shit men, giving them this false empowerment. And then they're turning around and projecting their problems from these niggas on the good dudes. And that is one in that I think, I don't know how we get across. That is a paradigm. I don't know this. I don't have the solution to that one. How do we get women to realize that you guys are sharing all these same shiftless niggas and then placing all your woes brought by them, getting cut by them and bleeding on the good guys?
I got a problem worse than that. So, my bad, Brandon. Let me get this off real quick, bro. I got a problem that's even deeper than that, Shannon. You say the Pookies accept them no matter what, right? It's a bigger Pookie than the Pookies that's out here in the world. It's a Pookie that no matter what they say, no matter what these women do, they gonna always get forgiveness, bro. All they gotta do is say they were saved by him, bro. This Pookie don't even gotta show up, Trill. This Pookie ain't gotta be in the house, bro. This Pookie convinced damn near every woman around the world that they forgiven no matter what, bro. It's that white Jesus, bro. No matter what, that woman can be bogus, right? Be a hoe, be everything bad in the world. Long as she come to Jesus and get on her knees, everything's forgiven.
Nah, I can't co-sign
that. Yeah.
Nah, I can't co-sign that one, fam. Because
why Jesus is King Pookie?
Yeah, wait, hold on. And I'm gonna tell you why I can't co-sign that one, fam. Respect.
I can rock with that.
I hear
number
you.
one Pookie, bro.
No, listen. I'm gonna tell you why I can't co-sign that.
I know you can't.
I mean, listen, I do the knowledge across the board, G. So I done did it all from the rooter to the tutor. I done did Sunni Muslim. I done did Nation of Islam. I done did 5%. I done did Hebrew Israelite. I done did Nuwabian. I done did Christian faith. Okay, so when I speak, what I'm saying is from just my observation, respectfully, and what I'm saying is when you levy that accusation against these women, that's from our time, G. These young ladies now are in the church of Nicki Minaj. They in the church of Young Miami. They in the church of City Girl. They in the church of Megan Thee Stallion. They not in the church like that, G.
And
they not.
Church failed Chicago, really.
And I agree with you because my I wish Humble Dad was here because this would be the question I would throw back. Because listen, when the black men left the church, they left the Christian faith or whatever, and they went to seek their own. And I don't want to go on that tangent because it's a whole nother uproar that we could tear into with Kyrie and Ye and and Amari Stoudemire and all these and Carmelo Anthony, all these other cats that are coming into knowledge of themselves or whatever. Whoop-de-whoop. What I'm saying is, it's not the white Jesus for these women, bro. It's not like that. That's for our era, Ricky. That's not for these young ladies, man. These young ladies are on something else, and these gentlemen are on something else. And let me just say this respectfully. Here's my answer. When the men start holding up the standard, because I'm tired of talking to women. I'm tired of telling y'all how I've been in this space and I've been on y'all side. I came in caping. I came in on Captain Save a Ho. I came in on my E40. I came in like riding with y'all. And then I'm starting to see what the gentlemen are saying, and I'm telling y'all, and I've been on these panels, fam. I'm talking to the women. And I told the women, man, I see what the brothers are saying, man. Like, man, listen, they having struggles, they having problems when they get to, because men are made. Women are born with inherent value. All you need is a cute face and some coochie. You Gucci. Men are made. Like, we got to go through some shit, fam. We got to go through some shit and endure some things, okay? Then when we come out and we looking for the woman that we want that's on our calendar, we're like, damn, like, that's what we got to select from, right? I'm sitting up there looking at the shit and I'm like, I can't front. I had this conversation with JR, like, damn, I can't front. I see what y'all was saying. I told JR when I went to Miami that I didn't know it was that bad, bro. When I went to South Beach, for my wife's birthday, I was like, damn, I ain't know it was that bad. I'm sitting in the airport. I'm leaving Midway looking at fuzzy slippers, booty shorts, and bonnets. I did not know it was that bad.
Yes, sir.
So when I'm saying that,
My bad.
no, you Gucci, bro. But what I'm saying is, because I'm talking to the ladies, man. When I'm saying that, whoopty whoop, blah blah blah, and it's all this pushback, and it's like, nah, bro, I'm tired of talking, fam. When the men start saying, "Hey, we ain't fucking with y'all," you got them weird ass snuffle up against eyelashes. I don't like that shit. Get the fuck on. You got them bonnets and booty short, and I'm gonna say this too. If women don't start recognizing, hey, Ricky, man, we knew what it was out, and the women in our day knew what it was too. They knew what it was to get fucked on. They knew who the playthings was. They didn't get that shit confused in our day, bro. They knew who the playthings was, and they knew who the wifey material was. When we was in high school, that's the girl you took to prom, not the motherfucking pass around. The pass around was the pass around. She done ran through the whole fucking football team or the basketball team. Motherfucker might ran through the band squad.
But Chicago, that's what's different now, man, is that this behavior is encouraged by kind of what you said, the church of, Nicki Minaj, the church of Young Miami, the church of all of them. It is the accountability is non-existent. The delusion is at an all-time high. And this truly is king talk here, because at the end of the day, men, you have to recognize this and be able to maneuver in this current landscape. And in order to maneuver in this landscape, you have to be mindful of the energies of, how important your one being on your square, on your manhood always, but your masculine energy and this feminine energy, and understanding that, going back to the topic of, you have to check your woman. You have to keep her in her place, because she's coming in under your programming. And at the end of the day, women are always going to test you, just like children are going to test you. You tell them don't do something, they're going to try it just to see what you're going to do, so they see what the consequence will be. Mr. Let Go kept talking about the house analogy and everything. I look at it like it's just like you have your chick come through, and when you first walk in the door, you take your shoes off, because I like my shit clean. I have a nice place. You know what I'm saying? Don't get no dirt on my carpets, nothing like that, and we good. You do that at first, but then, she get comfortable with you. She get lax. She get, she feels good about her position. She start walking in your house with her shoes on, walking all over your carpet and stuff. It's a little muddy, got a little dirt on it, getting dirt on your stuff. What you gonna do? Are you gonna check it? Are you gonna regulate it, get back on track? Are you just gonna let her do whatever she want to do? Because at the end of the day, these women really thirst for that masculine energy. Tell me what I need to do. Put me back on track, please. Because that, at the end of the day, turns them on too. And everybody on here knows that. Everybody, just like we talked about, women love drama and love, uncertainty and all those things. What AC was saying, what Trill was saying, you got to give them that. You got to give them a little bit of that. It keeps things, like they say, spicy. It keeps things exciting, but you got to keep them on their toes and keep them on edge too.
Because if you give them, how old are you?
I'm 30. I'm 35 years old. And the thing about that is, I'm 35 years old now. I'm single, and I live here in Houston, Texas. And this dating scene today, this dating scene out here is very different than it is in most places in the country. Very different. And Trill already know. So I mean, you talk about Houston, you talk about Atlanta. But he grew up out here. He already know the type of women that are out here and the mindsets that are out here.
Savage.
It is so savage all day. That's why I agree with everything he said. Even though he got his wife and everything, he knows the temperature of what's going on out here. And me being a single guy here, I have to navigate through all of that, you know, and keeping my manhood and keeping, you know what I'm saying, and keeping my frame and never break from that. But yeah, that's what's out
Hey, let
here.
me
So
ask
you
you
gotta
this.
know how
I'll
to
be
move
mad.
on that. What's
If
up?
it's King Talk, let me ask you this, and I'll pipe down, JR. I know you ready to go catch this flight. Hey, listen, you having fun out there in Houston, bro? You
Oh,
at
I'm having
Papa
time of my
Do's?
life. I'm
You
having a
tossing it
blast.
up?
I'm having a blast.
How many in your rotation right now?
Man, chill on that, man. Come on.
See that right there.
Come on.
That's my point, Shan, and it goes back to what I was about to come back and tell your ass. It's not just the Pookies and the Ray Rays
Yeah,
that's out
exactly.
here
Exactly.
testing the goods. You understand me?
No,
But
Exactly.
the difference is the difference
Exactly.
is
Pookie's got nice
Y'all
beards.
say y'all
no,
do, but you really don't.
Or
no,
Pookie got nice
Come
beards.
on,
He
Or
ain't
niggas
bald
name
headed
is
either. He ain't bald headed
Come on,
but
either.
look
man.
though, real
Brandon Pookie
real.
Madden, or Jay really should be a P. Brandon
Look
Pookie
here,
Madden.
look here, man. Rilla said it too when he was talking about
Brandon out
girls in
there
school.
smashing them. Brandon smashing
Rilla
them.
said it too. He's talking about girls in school. He talking about,
Man.
yeah, man, we take these girls, this the real one, we take the prom. The rest of them, we just run through, pass around. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like even with the city girls and the influence that y'all talk about, like what is their message?
City boys.
They message is these niggas is tricks. And as long as you can look good, throw a little ass at them, they gonna come off the bag. And they ain't talking about Pookies and Ray Rays. Look at Carisha and Diddy.
Yep.
So
Big
look
facts.
around. Like these niggas is really hitting women that should not be married. And Diddy is never gonna marry Carisha. But he's
Yep.
having fun. He's
Yep.
smashing for damn sure. And doing his thing. So it's a lot more than Pookies
So
and
he's
Ray Rays.
gassing Creasha. He's gassing
Right.
Creasha up,
Right.
making her feel
But
like
that's
wifey.
No, she
So
know
she
what
get
it
so
no,
she
no,
can give
see,
him the
no,
best
no, no,
version of
no,
her,
no, no.
and he
He
gonna
said
dip
what
up
it
out of there to
was.
something worth
He
marrying.
said
That's
he
just
said what it
facts.
was though.
No,
He
stop
said what
that,
it was.
Shannon.
He's not hiding it.
Yeah,
He's saying what
she
it is.
know
And
what it is. She done
but
already ran through his son,
but
so
but
she
the
know what it
the
is.
difference is no, but the difference is too, like you were saying, is that the women in your time, they knew the difference. They knew the difference. They knew if they was here for fun, or they knew if they was, you know, the wifey types. Here it's all blended in. Don't nobody know. You know, you don't know what you're getting. It's a mystery bag. You know what I'm saying? And you just have to assume that everybody's on demon time. You have
No,
to
the
move that
difference
way.
is
You
with
have
your
you
generation.
have to move. You have to move that way because there's no accountability. Because
No.
everybody, because right now, what?
I'm sorry, be mad. The difference is with your generation that you currently in, and the dating, not even your generation, the dating pool that you're in. Niggas think they can continue to do demon time and fuckboy shit and hot girl summer shit and this, that, and the third and whoop-de-woo and still get desired outcomes. Meanwhile, you get people like Trill, who's 14 years in. Ricky, I forget, I think 20 something years in.
Man, don't cheat me, bro. 22 years in the game.
My bad, bro. My bad. 22 years in. Shan, I think you was in 10 years deep. I know you single now, bro, but I'm saying previously. He ain't gonna answer. He on mute.
So Gorilla, Chicago.
But
I
you
see
understand
what
what I'm
you're
saying?
saying.
It was a different time, and we was looking to build family. Right now, people listen. The women in this generation think they got all the time in the world because they got a fat ass and they got big titties. They may have a cute face, and they got what's that called? Lace front, right?
Yeah.
They think that. And the thing of it is, the women don't realize like what we'll play with versus what we'll commit to. Meanwhile, most
they don't
men,
know. They don't know the difference. They think if you have sex with them, they think every man that has sex with them actually likes them.
But
and
here's
that's
the
where
thing.
it's messed up at.
But
That's what they truly believe.
Yeah, but of the brother, okay, here's the difference though. Of the brothers on this panel, if y'all challenge me, really, you off your square, whoop-de-woo, blah, blah, blah. And behind the scenes, JR, he cuss me out all the time. Cool. I have to either make a decision, like I'm gonna step up to what he's saying, or I'm gonna bow down, or whatever. Any of you brothers in this more times than not, between Shannon, Ricky, Humble Dad, King Rio, Trill, all y'all brothers have poured into my life and y'all don't even know it, right? And so my point being is that men will take the correction and keep it moving because we don't have time to cry because nobody cares.
And that's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm saying, fellas, so we can get out of here. We can't keep waiting on women to make the adjustment. They're not.
Oh yeah, not at all. We're not waiting on them. Period. I think what it comes back to is that as this being King Talk, we have to not waste our time and giving these women who are not desirable to us.
Facts.
Stop wasting their time. Stop giving them our energy. Facts. Stop giving them dick. Facts. Stop giving them attention. Stop giving them all of that, and be more thoughtful about what kind of outcomes you want.
Build better men.
More intentional. Be more intentional.
There you go.
Because once they start seeing that, the women will have to change how they move at some point, it trickles down or get left behind. And you know, more of them are going unmarried nowadays anyway. So it's just what it is. They end up alone. Just like the Godfather said, whether buy a dog and die alone. So,
let's get these super chats, Riggy.
Gotcha. Black Lexicon, $50. Another rotation around the sun.
Appreciate it.
And for real, happy birthday, JR. It's after 12 now. It's 12:30. Happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday, King. Salute.
Appreciate you. Bob, $5. He said Denzel was speaking of a normal, healthy relationship, not a distorted one. Well, you know. Adonis 1909, $5. Parents love their kids unconditionally. Parents love each other with conditions. Let's make sure this is understood. Disney conflates this.
Big ups on that.
Jamel Jordan, I'm from the James Evans era of discipline. Spanking your children doesn't necessarily equate to abuse. Bob again, thanks, bro. He said, Mr. Let Go, you are distorting what he meant by love. Vintage, he said, the son is the last true love of the mother because the husband comes before the son. Me University, Lord love, loyalty over vain emotions. Feelings are Adonis, it's ignorant to diss what Denzel said is sexual. A boy grows into a man in the context that child becomes a man, which makes him the last.
Mm-hmm.
Me University, Eros, Philios, Storage, Agape. Me University, if you got favorites, check yourself. God said love folk not just like them. Folk talking about who they flow with, better and attached to. Are we teenagers?
Throw them pitchforks in.
Yeah, man. Dirty folks. It's like Hamon is $20. Appreciate you. Funny how I only ever have this issue with black women. I'm not adjusting to toxicity. If I'm nice to you, then be nice to me or get to stepping. And no, I'm not taking anything from the clearance rack. I make too much money for that. Gina 789, thank you, sis. She said a man can be quiet and tell you what he expects from you as a woman. He's supposed to put her in her place when necessary. He better speak up. Why you just can't fall in line? I keep trying to ask y'all that question.
Ooh, Gina like to be checked.
Right? Like, I hear y'all though. I know what y'all saying. Matthew Washington, $5 said, Trill speaking Fox. Every time I tried the nice guy BS, I got ran in circles and then friend zone for the guy that was dogging that butt out. LOL. Again, he said, my mom got treated ratchet, my auntie, my grandmama, and her mama. Who the hell are you to come in here and be a nice guy to me? I'm using you, and that's final. Gina again, she said, all women want to be controlled. That's me. Preach, Mr. Let Go regulator. The man must be in charge. Yes. Andre Dale, $10. Let go. I hear you. Now, in that, it still comes back to the quality of the man. If he's a beta, as some say, you ain't regulating ish. If I have to put you there, you don't belong. Know your role, please. Andre Dale, I think Denzel is saying key role true or pure, where love from a woman is unconditional. Leadership comes with conditions: provide, protect, produce. Me University, yeah, I'm prideful. I think I can handle any lady on earth, but nope, they gomers out here, street lovers. LOL, I got a good one. Man, y'all better buckle down, bro. I keep trying to tell y'all. Andre Dale, cook Ricky greens, beans, potatoes. Hey, man, I got you, bro. Like Jamar Shamar always coming through with the love, man. Happy birthday, JR. Enjoy your day and definitely enjoy some Basil hating on me. Stay blessed and thank you for all your hard work and dedication towards the channel. Shout out to JR, man. The father to a lot of these kids out here on YouTube. Don't y'all sleep on them.
Shamar Lawrence, thanks for that. Appreciate it.
BZ again, $40. Add that to my 10 from earlier. Happy born day, OG.
Thank you, BZ, formerly Baby Zaddy, for the $40.
Trill was like, I'm not calling you Baby Zaddy, bro.
Hey, bro, change his name and everything, man. Shout out to BZ, man.
I appreciate all the support and all the birthday wishes that you guys have blessed me with today. Appreciate you guys' perspective on the panels. Make sure you follow these guys on their individual platforms. JR is a trendsetter for how people do shit on YouTube and the panel. Appreciate you.
Shout out
Elephant. Yeah. Let's hit the like button if you haven't already. Make sure you subscribe to the channel on your way out. Shout out to the sponsor, Teach Hanley. Again, as always, I appreciate all the love and birthday wishes. And if you're catching this on a replay, thank you as well. And with that being said, we out, man. Appreciate you, gentlemen.
All right, guys.
All right, y'all.
Happy birthday.
Man.
Appreciate it. Salute,
Happy
salute.
born day, King. I got you when you come back, G.
All right. Appreciate all the support, man. Hit that like button on your way out. Hit that like button on your way out. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel as well. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Appreciate all the love and support. Appreciate all the birthday wishes. Appreciate you, family. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you haven't already. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Appreciate all the birthday wishes out there. Got one more track for y'all. One more track. We'll keep it on the slow rotation. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Appreciate you. Real, I see you in the chat. Thank you, sir. Thank you. It's the last track, y'all. It's the last track. Again, hit that like button if you haven't already. Appreciate all the birthday wishes. Shout out to the sponsor, Teej. Handling, make sure you guys feel a Teej. 30% off along with a free gift. Subscribe to the channel, y'all. It's the last track. It's the last track.
Smoke weed every day.